Boom.
Oh boy.
Going in. Hey, chat. Here we come. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's us. We're here. Hello. Ooh, I have to fix one of these sources. It's a little bit too high. Let's bring it down. Oh, I see what happened. The entire size of it got all messed up. That's what happened. All right, we'll do it like that for now. Welcome in, everybody. Congrats on getting first sock. Congrats with me in the first chatter, Connor. Excuse me, Ella. Thank you for the lucky 13 months. Welcome back. All right, and since Connor's here and we've got Alex and Haya here, thanks to the three of you, we are very far progressing on our Star Trek Fleet Commander sponsorship. Again, !star. That's good through next Tuesday evening. If you guys hit level 5, you'll help just by getting those base goals. And then if you guys hit the second ship, and then if you hit level 10, that's how to get it maximized. Each of those are their own separate goals. So whatever you can do is incredibly helpful. It is going to help support me and let me get more sponsorships, and also, you know, let me have like food and stuff. So it's very much appreciated. I might do another stream of that sometime this weekend. We'll see. But in the meantime, we have here today Dungeons and Dragons. And last week was certainly an interesting one. They successfully had a jailbreak with the key to the secret vault and the captain of the guard of Westrun, Captain Nikolai Zeleny, in tow, and they escaped through the rugged tundra, only to find that Joran village has gotten somehow more sketchy, with its buildings covered in various magical auras. And so Nikolai was able to move away and use a particular magic item to open up a rift to a Mordenkainen's magical mansion, or whatever the hell it's called. And we are in that particular mansion right now. But before we move in there, this is a fun part for you guys. So as you know, when you get back to Westrun, you're gonna get like the official in-character rewards for the various things you've done, but we've got something to do before we go there. So I want to give you some OOC IC inspired rewards right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to describe some stuff to y'all, and then you can add it to your character sheets. So here we go. Let me crack this open. Make sure I get it in the right window. All right, so first, for our lovely Miss Ella Phelan, through her newfound training in the kitchen, I will be awarding you the Gourmand feat. I'll provide you a link to it here. So this is a free feat, doesn't count against anything. So since you mastered a bunch of recipes through our little rolls, you will get to increase your constitution score by 1, gain a proficiency with cook's utensils, and if you're already proficient with them, you get to add double your proficiency bonus to checks you make. So you can, if you already have proficiency, get expertise in them. As an action, you can inspect a drink or plate of food within 5 feet of you and determine whether it's poisoned, provided that you can see and smell it.
For free?
For free! And of course, that only applies to a drink or plate of food, right? And then during a long rest, you can prepare and serve a meal that helps you and your allies recover from the rigors of adventuring, provided you have suitable food, cook's utensils, and other supplies on hand. The meal serves up to 6 people, and each person who eats it regains 2 additional hit dice at the end of a long rest. In addition, those who partake of the meal have advantage on Constitution saving throws against disease for the next 24 hours.
Okay. Is it like the feast? Is that what it is? No.
I mean, it's kind of like a feast, but yeah. So just you might be able to like hit the compendium and search gourmand, but since it's UA, I don't know if it's in there. So you might just have to add it custom and copy and paste it. It shouldn't be too hard, and Alex also knows how to do it. If like, don't be confused for more than like a minute before you just ask Alex to do it. All right.
It's like my scared confusion time, though.
Yeah, you can have it. I'm allowing your scared confusion time. All right, next is Alex, our dear Casaris. He, through his training and patience in listening to directions given and waiting for the opportune moments to act, I will be awarding you the feat Keen Mind. Being inside the prison, it was difficult to track time, but you learned how. So you have a mind that can track time, direction, and detail with uncanny precision. You gain the following benefits. Increase your intelligence score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You always know which way is north. You always know the number of hours left before the next sunrise or sunset. Those two mean you can ask me and I have to tell you with precision. And then you can, this is the most interesting one, accurately recall anything you've seen or heard within the past month. So this basically is, I will officially allow you to ask me to help you understand your own notes if you've forgotten something.
Good.
Okay, but only you. Other people, if it's a simple one, I'll still remind you. If it's simple, I'll still remind you, as I have been. All of that will be the same. But Alex can actually ask, like, oh, I don't remember this exact thing, and I'm like, oh, Casaris remembers with detail this precise thing, even if Alex doesn't.
See me, we have to go, hey, Casaris, look at my notes. Can you understand?
Remember what this is?
Yes, this will also, this actually, no, I mean, legitimately, this does provide additional interaction with Casaris that isn't just, can you smash this? What Ravagers are doing this?
Yes, my intelligence is a 9 now.
He's done it! All right. Now, my dear and lovely Haya, Miss Atreya did spend an inordinate amount of time trying to get things out of a storage room. And in doing so, she most assuredly was working out very rigorously, trying to pull all these things, carrying around a very full bag of holding, even though it doesn't really do much. And so you will be awarded with the Brawny feat.
What?
With the Brawny feat, you become stronger, gaining the following benefits. Increase your strength score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You gain proficiency in the athletics skill. And I don't have to read the rest because I know you don't already have it. You count as if you were one size larger for the purpose of determining your carrying capacity.
Harding! Let's fucking go!
All right. And finally, the ever handsome Mr. Tag with Mr. Eon. You... Oh, it's fucking Jason Bourne.
Jesus Christ.
I'm Bourne.
That's Jason Bourne.
No, that's actually perfect. Because through your detailed and harried conversations with a large amount of guards, they have taught you many of their own survival techniques out in the rigid tundra. And Eon is awarded the Survivor feat. Get that loaded up to read to you. So the Survivor feat, and this one I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to just add custom yourself. You gain the following benefits. Increase your constitution score by 1 up to a maximum of 20. Your hit point maximum increases by an amount equal to your level when you gain this feat. When you gain a level thereafter, your hit point maximum increases by an additional 1 hit point. The amount of time you can go without food before suffering from hunger is doubled. You need only 1 gallon of water every 2 days instead of every day. It takes you only 6 hours to finish a long rest.
That's huge.
So I can increase my hit points by 7 right now.
Right now, your maximum can go up by 7.
God damn.
He has the lowest hit points out of all of us too.
My Constitution goes up by 1? Is that what that said?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me.
All right, so while this won't happen that often, of course, this particular portion of this chapter took 3 sessions worth of time, careful calculation and planning, lots of incredible timing, and no one acted impulsively until the last moment when Casares destroyed that control panel. However, I wouldn't necessarily call it impulsively. He really was planning on doing it and finding the right moment, but he totally didn't have to do that. So I thought it would be fun, instead of rewarding with magic items, which wouldn't make any sense because no one like stole anything out of the prison, or gold, which also wouldn't make any sense because there's not like a treasury at the prison. I thought, let me give you each a cool feat that makes sense thematically for what you guys did in the prison, and also low-key helps your weakest aspect. So we gave you just a tiny little buff to everything, and there's cool non-combat stuff involved. All of these are non-combat things. I wasn't going to suddenly let you all like get +1 to your attacks or some crazy shit. So hopefully you all enjoy these cool things. These are feats that not many people ever pick up when they play campaigns. Some people have played 6 campaigns and never even heard of any of these feats through the research that I did. So enjoy those feats, and think for the future when we're in long stints at places doing things or on a mission. If you are doing certain stuff, like I'm paying attention to how your characters are acting, and there's always a chance that I'll find like a cool thing that like speaks to the stuff you did. All right, so let's move over to our delightful mansion where our savior, or person we saved, I should say, is currently, and you guys probably want to go ahead and move your tokens back near the door, because this happened right by the door. For the chat, I told them, like, before I like moved them off of this map when we ended,
Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Huh?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
I told them that they could explore a little bit, so that's why they moved their tokens around. Yeah, so it's just Phelan. You probably should move yourself back over.
Hey, get your ass back here.
I'm trying to break my fucking feet. I had to type it. Hang on.
Yes, you need to find your feet so you can walk back here.
Oh shit, that's
That's how that
fucking
works.
annihilation. Holy shit. That's crazy. All right. I realized there's one token that I never put on here because I forgot I was doing this crazy thing. Cool. All right. So let me just move him down. And he's currently got in his grasp this fella. And let's get our mansion music running. Whenever you're in this mansion, it feels exquisite. It feels like you're at a high society function. You feel more important, which for Eon may send him to god levels of importance in his own mind. So, here we are standing in the mansion. And Nikolai has in his clasp, Nikolai, a man of imposing stature himself, a dragon blood, fully donning his breastplate, armor back on, has this doctor by the neck. The doctor's feet are wiggling, and Nikolai turns to him while he's holding him, and we ended last session with him saying, "Okay, where is the Wintergrim?" And he's wriggling, and he's moving, and he makes a motion that he needs to write. And Nikolai says, well? And he sort of reaches into his pocket and he has a pen inside of a notebook and hands it to the doctor. And the doctor quickly is writing. And he turns back, he like holds the notebook up and you can all see it says, I don't know what that is. And Nikolai says, you do not know what that is. What are you saying to me? A guttural growl emits from inside of him. And the doctor grabs the notebook back and he's writing again. That is not why we were here. I don't know what it is. So why were you here? He's wriggling. You can see he's like starting to wriggle a little bit slower. He's running out of energy. And he writes a little bit sloppier. And it says, this place was practice. And he drops the notebook and pen on the ground. He falls limp. Nikolai pulls him in. That is what I expected. Squeezes his neck until it snaps. He puts the corpse over his shoulder. Looks at the rest of you. There is much to share. Please, make yourselves at home while I take care of this. And he walks away to another room.
If you want to question that later, let me know.
Yeah. I don't think there will be any further questioning then.
I'm just throwing it out there as a possibility, that's all. You ever wanted to talk to a dead man before?
No.
I
Actually,
believe that the least coming from you, Kasars. That feels like bullshit coming out of your mouth.
okay. I mean, I don't know if the doctor can speak or if they just choose to write, but how do we, if they were actually unable to speak, can we actually talk to them?
I don't know. Fuck around and find out.
All right, you guys now in character, go ahead and move your tokens around the mansion to where you can get to. And you guys can continue role-playing, giving me an opportunity to eat this.
Oh god, where can I get a drink around here?
And if you have any actual like OOC questions about what something is, I'm happy to answer those during this small period. And if a door is unlocked, you can open it and enter.
Jan makes his way to the bar immediately. Starts rooting around for various kinds of alcohol.
You'll find
Is
like
this a fucking pond?
it is. You'll find a bunch of various like very
There's a
simple
frog!
ales and stuff like that.
There's a frog.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big frog.
Casares is going to be glad to be out of the prison. He's going to be doing laps around the castle outside.
And you'll notice, just as the map is in Roll20, it's like got an edge of existence. You see like a glimmering, starry, distant wall that you can't pass.
Well, we've all completely separated from each other. Alright.
So, and Phelan, you're in like a library.
Yeah, she's just looking around to see what kind of titles he reads.
So you'll find the room very, very dusty. And most of the titles seem to be things related to the arcane spells and wizardry. I have
poured 2 glasses of wine. Even though the door's wide open, I'll knock on the library door. Mind if I come in?
If you spill wine on any of these books, I will kill you.
I hardly doubt that's the worst thing I've ever done to you in the past week, so I don't think you'll kill me for that. And you'll kind of see Eon like fake stumble. Oh! I'm just kidding. There's a special place in hell for men who spill good wine. You'll hand her a glass.
Especially on good books. She takes it.
Especially on good books.
Okay. Damn, what I just ate is incredibly tasty. All right. So whenever Nikolai is kind of walking around this place, it doesn't matter where you guys are, you can hear his bounding footsteps. And he'll come out and you hear it from up here.
You ping that again?
Yeah, sure. It's sort of top middle. I'm going to be moving him down though. And he comes walking down. He sees you two in the library. And he kind of just shouts out, "All right, everyone, come to the main area in the middle." He walks in. Kasara, she'll immediately see like blood and like charcoal residue on Nikolai's hands.
Shall we?
Yeah.
And I'll show his token big again just so people see.
God damn, I never saw that big. Holy fuck, he's terrifying.
Yes. So he's like, you know, that color. He now does have those fur, like whatever the shoulder things are called. But instead of just this leather, he has the breastplate from what Atreya got on him. Attached to his back is a very exorbitant great axe. You do see some battle axes sort of hanging off of his waist, and there are a few javelins on him, including one especially ornate javelin that is covered with sparkles of electricity. And though it's hard to tell, for the first time here, you all can sense Nikolai is his closest equivalent of at ease. And he starts. All right. Firstly, thank you all for coming to help me from the prison. I assume it was Westron Mayor who sent you.
Sure was.
Good.
Just so we're on the same page. Big Goliath woman, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say average size, but yes. And he kind of like makes himself bigger. All right. Well, as I'm sure you know, my name is Nikolai Zeleny. I would love to know each of you, and then I will explain everything. Please. And he looks to Phelan.
Oh, am I in the wrong spot?
Oh, he looks to Phelan. He wants her to introduce herself first. Have you not met a new person in a long time?
Like,
he's like, I would love to know you each all first. Looks at first person to his right.
He's like, well,
Shit.
starts hiding behind
oh shit, I wasn't in line with everyone.
I didn't
No, it's just you're first in the row.
Ella's own panic came out there a little bit. It's like the first day of school all over again. Oh no. Just goes, I'm failing.
Phelan, it's good to meet you. And then he looks to who's next? Casares? He looks to Casares.
My name's Casares.
Casares, I have seen you before with Mr. Bonds.
Yes, I was his bodyguard.
Good. Looks to Eon.
Sorry, names are a bit uncomfortable for me.
He's still staring right at Eon.
Eon, Wicked, and pleasure to meet you.
And he looks to Atreya.
My name's Atreya.
Kind of like looks her up and down. Atreya. It is a noble name. Is it your given or your chosen?
Chosen.
Good. He kind of leans back towards the fireplace, which is lit. Where did I put? Give me a sec. Okay. So, Nikolai to Casares. Nikolai only stands at 6'3", so Casares is larger than him. And Nikolai continues on. Right. Well, I suppose it is important to know before we face what is out there, why this is happening. I come here some time ago. I do not know if it is days or weeks. I brought small contingent of guard. We hear that there is Ravager activity near Joran village. Possible slaughter lords. When we arrived at city limit, we found emptiness, cold. It was not like what I remember when I would come in the summer months. But it was much colder than ever before, and storms whipping back and forth. Out of this storm came 2 slaughter lords. They killed my men, but I killed them. Once I did, woman approached, mage. Say she warden of prison. I assume this is northern prison. I had only heard the stories, that it was on another plane of existence. She'd tell me yes, but she say that there is problem here more than we see. She explained to me that these Ravagers, they come with others, no detail. They wish to exploit connection between planes in Joran village. They have experiments to conduct. She learns from the guards that these experiments are causing horrible side effects. Whatever it is they are doing, they have been doing, it is causing those on this plane to come into contact, to merge with those in the plane of the prison. This warden, she has magical protections. She is unaffected by these experiments. But she says there is something much more dire here in Jordan Village. When the city became abandoned, a great fall, it created its lair here. It is called a winter grim. It is what is causing this snow and cold and fright. However, ravagers and those who brought them since left experiment. And now it is falling apart. These plains, the area of Jorin village and the prison, they're being connected by machine. Magic. The Winter Grim has taken lair. Somewhere where this lever, this portion of machine, must be deactivated. However, Winter Grim is strong magical creature. Cannot be affected by mundane weaponry unless, and he lays out his handkerchief again and it turns into a giant 10-foot hole. Reaches in, he pulls out the grate, the prison door, and closes it back up, and he leans it against the fireplace. Unless weapons made of or coated in, and he knocks on the metal. This type of metal, cold iron, is special. I have smithing area here in Mansion. I intend to create weapons, or if you all are agreeing to help, coat weapons that you have that are non-magical, so that all weapons that you have, magical and non, can affect this Winter Grim. For I do not think we can reason with it. I think it must be slain. However, before Winter Grim, there is small matter. During operation of experiments with machine, there were casualties. These casualties were at the tavern in the center of the village. Most importantly, one of the casualties was a high elf woman. Due to the nature of the plane shifting, she is acting as anchor, would not allow for a machine to be deactivated. Should we attempt before handling what she has become, it could be catastrophic for entire continent. She must be sent to rest. As far as I can tell, she has become a creature known as Bewailer. This is a strong version of a banshee. You must be very wary. And it is likely there were further casualties in this tavern. So be on watch for ghasts and ghosts. Again, provided that you will assist in this endeavor. But I think, and he leans back, there will be some motivation for you. For you see, long ago, he looks like Asar's, there was proprietor experimenting in this planar shifting technologies. His name was Irving Bonds. If my suspicions are correct, he is not only why you are here, but why you are here together. In one way or another. And for once, Nikolai smiles. So, should you agree to save this village, I will need your mundane weaponry. And I ask that while I craft the cold iron versions of it, that you handle issue at tavern. But I not ask any of this before you all take rest, for you will need it. As I do as well. I am happy to answer questions here, but it is most important that you rest, for when you wake up, it is time to lift this anchor. I will remain here, smithing cold iron weaponry. When you return, we will all go and face Wintergrim, pull the lever, and disconnect the plains of the Revel's End and Jordan Village. If hypothesis correct by Mage, the people of Jordan Village will return. Kind of leans back on the fireplace. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out just like a large hunk of meat. And he starts chewing on it.
I see no reason to say no.
You don't?
We just deal with this boiler, deal with the Wintergrim, and make up for the mistakes that the Ravagers have made.
Oh yeah, like it's a big fucking walk in the park. It's easier said than done. We came here for one job. One job. We got paid for one job.
Let's get paid for another.
I didn't hear anything about payment, I heard incentive.
He's chewing on this piece of meat. You wish for further rewards, then?
No. I'll look at Nikolai. 2 jobs. Double what we were promised.
It is done.
Alright, I'm on board.
Yeah, I have a slight problem. We were doing this and we're owed a favor by the mayor. I don't 100% know all of your guys' reasons for doing this, but I was doing this so that I could find my father.
Nikolai turns. Your father?
Yeah.
He is lost.
In a way, yeah.
In a way. Was he taken?
I'm not sure. I just know he's not where he should be.
While I kill slaughter lords, they boast of special prison, not like prison we were in. Prison that move. Prison that exists in space between. Could this have anything to do with what you speak?
It does.
I think we have some information in Westeron about this. I would be happy to provide you with it if you can help save this place.
Phelan just nods.
I'll just look to Atreya.
I have no problem doing this.
And when Atreya says that, Nikolai finishes the piece of meat. He walks over to her. He puts a hand on her shoulder. I am glad to hear it. I sense something in you. A connection. When this is done, I would like to explore. And he walks away. And
before he goes, can I use Know Your Enemy?
Sure.
And I want to know his strength score and his current hit points in relation to mine. So my strength is 18 and my hit points are 67.
So, I'm just giving you equal, superior, or inferior.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me crack him open one more time. And you want strength and hit points?
Mm-hmm.
1867. Whoops. I closed it. Dang it. Strength superior, hit points superior.
All right.
And as he's leaving, he just kind of like points up the hallway. Deposit your non-magical weaponry here in front of this door. This is my smithing operation.
Will it affect the integrity of the weapons at all?
Yes, it will improve it dramatically.
But it won't make it invaluable against other creatures?
It will not.
Okay.
It will only make it work against creatures like Fae. Which is what Wintergrim is. Now, you all rest, and he'll point over here, in this area. There are bedrooms up top there. I will be sleeping across the hall in master bedroom. There are a total 4 beds, though 3 beds are in one room. If you wish to sleep somewhere else in the mansion, feel free. I will rest soon. And he kind of walks out and goes into the, like, smithing area. So he'll want you to deposit. There'll be like a chest here, like in front of this room, for you guys to put all your mundane weapons. And then you guys can go look. There's a bedroom here that has 1 bed, and then there's a bedroom here that has 3 beds. But like, there's other like benches and stuff around if you guys want to sleep somewhere else.
Finally, a real challenge. Now,
Did you just get your ass beat, like, last week?
No.
Okay.
Do you guys know how to defeat ghosts?
Nope. I'm assuming magic will do the trick, so I'm good.
I don't know if my magic will, like, do anything to them.
Phelan just shrugged. Cyrus, do you mind if I talk to you real quick?
Sure.
Guess I'll go get myself some cool cold iron weaponry.
Just gonna step in
Traya, do you want to come with me? Feel free.
Yeah, sure.
I love watching your tokens move. Alright, continue.
Immediately, you'll see Eon reach for, like, where he'd normally keep his dagger. It was totally left in the storage room.
No!
Fuck! You go first. I I need to think about this.
Upon hearing the shouting of fuck, Nikolai will poke his head out of this room. Are you all right?
Yeah, totally fine. See, just lost my favorite fucking dagger.
Yeah, the captain of the guard took his dagger, and the prisoner weren't able to take it back.
Oh, no problem. I make a new one. And he goes back in.
See?
Leon's gonna root around in his bag for a hot second. And what you see him pull out is like a very pristine looking silver mace, identical to the one you've seen him use as his spiritual weapon. And he'll deposit it in the chest.
Atreya will put her longbow and her dagger in the chest.
Okay, so Atreya would know that she doesn't have to put her bow in there, but she has to put her arrows in
Arrows. Okay.
I'll drop some crossbow bolts in there as well.
there. Okay. All right, let's move over to Phelan Casares.
What was it that you needed?
I was just curious about something. Everyone else seems to have some sort of pretty clear objectives. But for you, I just know that you were given a directive to protect Atreya and I. But as far as I know, that's not going to last forever. I'm just mostly wondering, what are your own plans and goals?
Okay, before Casares answers. Casares, allow me to take you back. And this time, we're doing a little something special.
Oh no. Are you gonna switch the battle map or something?
This is exactly
Oh,
what happened.
hell yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I'm in the pits. I'm in the pits.
We go back.
Can I be the other guy?
No. we go back to that oh so fateful night. You've just entered the fighting pits at the Ravagers' cult areas, deep underground. In the crowd, there are varying cultists. There are some stabby stabbers. And a lot of people are watching. Standing about 20 feet across from you is a similarly statured to Casares orc. You would have trained with this orc time to time, and you know that his name is Omagug, which I am very happy with. Allow me to show you guys a larger version of his token.
Damn.
So he's not wielding a weapon. He is, but that is what he looks like. A fierce competitor. And in the last tournament, he was in the finals but lost. And here we have standing ready for this tournament's finals. 6'8" Leonin Casares and the similar 6'8" orc Omagug preparing to fight. See if I have the, oh, I do. So I will need you to Got it up. Roll initiative.
Is this hand-to-hand combat?
Yes, you do not have any weapons.
And like, what about my class features? Because I guess I would have been like level 1 back here.
You are allowed to use all of it.
Oh.
But no weapons.
Okay. Well, there's that. That's a good sign.
That is not another natural 20.
How's that 70 working for you? This is gonna bite me back later. I can feel it.
One sec. All right. Here we go. Come on, music. There it is. All right, let's do this thing. So, you hear in the distance, ding ding, and you see Omagug, known for his pure brawling and grappling skills, as he begins to move back and forth, sizing up Casares. But he runs forward. He swings an elbow right at Casares' face. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Very well. He does it again with the other elbow. It's 21 hit.
Yes, and I'm going to use my reaction to parry.
Okay.
So I roll this. I reduce the damage by 4.
Okay, so the raw damage was 12 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Being satisfied with that first hit, he looks at you again. He sees as you, and you look back up at him. And just as quickly as he struck you, he goes in again for the grapple. So we'll need that. What is it? Contested. I do athletics. Do you also do athletics?
Yeah, I do athletics or acrobatics, so I'll do athletics.
Okay.
Damn, I'm rolling like poop.
Right, so he got a 30.
Yeah.
All right, so you are grappled, and as you are grappled, then he knees you in the stomach. And that is a nat 20 on his part.
What is with these 1v1s and the enemy gets a nat 20 in their first turn?
16 bludgeoning. Casares' turn. He is grappled. And due to a special feat that this guy has, he is under the restrained condition as well.
Okay, so what does that mean?
I don't actually remember exactly what it means. I was hoping
my attack rolls have disadvantage.
There you go.
Can I like break out of this?
Yeah. You can.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the same. Let me just double check the grappling rules. Okay, so we do the check again. If you're trying to escape it, yeah.
And that uses my action to do?
That uses Let me just make sure. It uses an action, but if you know your things let you have another action to attack, you can still do that.
Okay, I'm gonna break out of this or attempt to.
Okay. Oh, you actually do. He only got a 16.
Okay, then I will action surge.
Sure.
And I will swipe at him twice. But wait, let me. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do a fainting attack for the first one. So as I break out, I will use a fainting attack, get advantage on this attack, and claw at him. Is it 23 hit?
It does.
Okay, so that's the min damage, but I get to put a superiority die on it too. That's max damage, so 13 damage total.
Nice. Where the hell did my damn little notebook go? There it is. Okay, so that's 13 total.
Okay, that was my first attack, so let's do the second one, not at advantage. 20.
20 hits.
Okay, that'll do 7, and then I'm going to goading attack as well. So I roll another superiority die, I believe.
Sure.
Yes. Okay, so that's another 2 damage on top, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw, but no. Okay, that's irrelevant, so he doesn't have to.
Okay, gotcha.
And then that is my turn, but I do have the mobile feat.
Sure.
But it doesn't really help. So yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right, back to this guy. And you are just staying. You're staying right there, right?
Yeah.
No special things. Okay. Oh yeah, you obviously also don't have like the stuff you gained in this campaign, magic weapon, magic item wise either.
Yeah.
Anyway, the ones that like let you do things. If there's ones that affected your stats, I'm not gonna make you change your stats.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I actually don't have to do it like this because I set it up right. All right. So yeah. So you've clawed at him, and he'll like look right back to you, and he'll smile, and he'll just kind of say like, "This is gonna be easy."
Agreed.
And yeah, he's gonna try to grapple you again.
Bitch made.
Yeah, you were trying to beat a 30, so you are successfully grappled again, and he just literally, there's going to be 3 attacks here, and he hits you with his knees for each of these attacks, just in the chest. So I'm just going to roll all 3. And let me just double check. All right. Okay, so these almost assuredly hit, and one of them again was a crit.
Okay, well, I'm going to parry one of them.
Okay.
Another 4, very bad roll.
Okay, so yeah, so you're just subtracting, right? All right, so I'll just tell you each of them, and then just like subtract the 4 off of it. 6, 18, 11.
Got it.
Okay. And you are grappled and have the restrained condition. It is your turn.
All right, well, bonus action, second wind.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Not really.
How does your second wind look? I haven't asked you that yet.
It's basically like just a meditation almost. He takes like a deep breath in, and like some of his wounds close up.
Gotcha. So kind of like. Okay.
But now I don't got shit, so I'm just going to attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Wow. The first one hits.
All right, yeah. So it'll just do the 6.
Okay. Cool.
And that's my turn.
All right. Okay, so this guy's got Casaris grappled, and what he's going to do is he's going to attempt to pick Casaris up and throw Casaris. So I will allow the same normal contested grapple, except mine's at advantage and yours is at disadvantage.
Okay.
Man,
Got an 18.
had you been able to get the other one, that was very close to his.
Well, the other one was a natural 20, so
Noted. Okay. So yeah, this guy picks Casaris up, and he actually does walk a step, and he just tosses Casaris toward the crowd. The crowd, they all go crazy. Casaris, you fly through the air. Give me an acrobatics check at disadvantage. You're going for DC 15.
Well, got a 14.
To land on your feet. So okay, 14. You know, that's close. So you won't fall prone from this, but you are still gonna take. Let me just roll I'll just roll the damage like this. You are gonna take 12 bludgeoning from this throw.
Okay.
And so allow me to move. I'm gonna move your token to where you landed. And now this guy is going to come charging at you, and he has a flying knee coming in your direction. And does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You will take 12 more bludgeoning.
Got it.
Casaris' turn.
Okay, Casaris is going to use his bonus action to, as he's on his last legs already in this fight, he's going to let out a daunting roar. So he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
My guy has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, DC 14.
He fails.
Okay, he gets frightened of me.
All right. I would love for you to play this up with the idea that there's a crowd behind you. Tell me what this looks like.
He comes flying in with his knee and like basically hits me in the chest with it. And as he stands there above me, as I'm sort of like lowered down now, a little bit clutching my chest, I bring my hand down and just let out a great lion roar. And Omega, for the first time in this fight, looks a little bit shook, even though Casaris is very clearly injured.
Okay, and frightened means they just really want to move away from you, right?
And it also means disadvantage on attack rolls.
Okay.
And ability checks while they can, like, while I'm near them.
Okay, so he has taken 15 feet of his movement so far. So he'll take the other 15 feet to run away, which should trigger, I believe, it's harder to understand in a duel, but it should trigger an attack of opportunity if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he will attempt to move the 15 feet, but you have Sentinel, right?
Oh yeah, I do. So if this hits,
yeah. So I don't want to move him yet. Is it 16?
Yeah.
That does not hit.
Okay.
All right. So he will. He'll look intimidated, not expecting that roar, and he'll move away from Casaris. It's Casaris' turn. Casaris is bruised and battered. There's probably a little bit of blood coming out of his mouth at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's just going to run this guy down. So he's going to just run forward now. And attack him twice.
Okay.
That's all he can do. Natural 1.
Sure.
And 10.
Okay, both of those miss. And I will.
Casares is getting some blood in his eyes.
Maybe his eyes are just swollen shut at this point.
Just making sure of something. Okay. Yeah, so Casares runs at this guy and he leaps to attack, and the guy just does one of those like standing there like, and he moves a little and then he moves a little, and Casares definitely feels a bit foolish. How could he miss this gigantic beast of a humanoid? And you hear the crowd, they start to jeer, boo, boo. And you hear just one person from the crowd, let me shout out, and it's a stabby stabber, and you hear just that hissing, kill him, kill him. And the gnome, you hear a gnome too. And yeah, so he, this guy is now, so, and that was the end of your turn, right? Let me make sure before we do that.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy comes like chest to chest, bumping Casares. And you just see him like smile, and he takes a small step back. He spits down at your feet. And he just does one of these. He does one of these just right in front of you. Reaches his arm back. And he swings his arm at you. But as he does so, he feints, spins around, and sweeps at your legs.
I'm done with you. I rolled 3 nat 20s against me, and I rolled 2 nat 1s.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Just check something. Very well. So yeah, so this guy sweeps Casares like unexpectedly, and he sweeps. Casares gets hit with this. He goes down and he feels his head crack against the ground. That's 15 points of bludgeoning damage. And you are prone, and I assume
I am unconscious.
Incapacitated. And while you are laying on the ground, the crowd is going crazy. Absolutely crazy. This guy reaches down on the ground and grabs you by the fur on your chest. You're bleeding from the mouth, 2 black eyes, bruises that pretty much only Casares would know about on account of his skin and fur. Picks Casares up and holds him in front of him. And he looks him in the eye. It's Casares. And he just says, weak. He throws you on the ground. He walks out of the arena. The crowd is going crazy, and he hits a little like flex before he leaves. And suddenly, Brumar comes rushing out. Picks Casares up. Casares can feel himself stabilize. But he's fucked. Brumar drags him to the back. As he's dragging him to the back, Casares can see the crowd ahead of him. The glares, the anger, the disapproval. And he can hear the hisses and boos in the crowd. Weak. Pathetic. And then he hears, back of his mind, unworthy. We go back to the present moment. Phelan has just asked Casares a question.
She has popcorn now for some reason. She's like,
Out of nowhere. After asking the question, she pulls out the popcorn.
Yes, I was charged with protecting you and Atreya. And I will do that to the fullest of my ability. But my own goals, I want to destroy the Ravagers. I want to find Brumar. And I want to kill the Ruiner.
Well, given that you've definitely already saved me multiple times, after I find my dad and make sure he's safe, I will do whatever I can to help you. And she sort of holds out her hand to Casares.
And Casares will put his hand forward onto her hand and it dwarfs it in size.
you mean her arm?
And he'll say, I think it's all more connected than we even know.
Also, put yourself back up to where you were. Hit points. You don't suddenly pass out when she asks a question.
He squeezes his hand a little too hard.
Your goals?
What are your goals? I wish to stand.
He's like, oh my god, I'm so strong. Like,
Literally anybody, when somebody asks me what my life goals are,
Straight up faints.
I totally interrupted. I'm sorry. What was the last thing that was said? It was just that, right?
Yeah, I think they just kind of shook hands and that was that.
All right. Anything else before your characters take the rest?
I would go put my normal great sword in the box or whatever it was.
Yeah, Phelan will put just both of her swords, her one-handed and two-handed. That's
Okay.
it.
Actually, I have a question. Have we seen this actual mace before, Eon? Like,
No.
Tag?
I've never even used it in combat.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So I feel like when Eon takes out the mace and like puts it in,
You would start walking back towards the bar right after.
Atreya would follow him and say, I don't think I've seen you use that mace before.
Because you haven't.
Any reason for that?
More of a magic guy myself.
Well, I've seen you use your crossbow.
It's very different from a mace, isn't it?
It is, but I don't know, just thought maybe you have some special reasoning. It doesn't look like your regular mace.
Just a mace. That's all.
Can I insight that?
You can roll insight if you want, and if you're deceiving, roll deception. Yeah.
I don't know what I rolled.
He's a lion-ass bitch.
Also, Ella, did you see I whispered on Roll20?
Oh,
You can answer
Okay.
that out loud. It won't be obvious what I asked.
yes.
So, when he says that, you can kind of tell there's like a bit of, kind of like a bit of a sorrowful. It was like a bit of a sorrowful lie like kind of.
Cool.
Okay. Well, the trade will want to write on the book before they take the rest. Is it a long rest?
It is a long rest, and you guys can you can push that now. I have a thing that's going to happen, but it doesn't affect you guys activating your long rest stuff. So feel free to get that all settled. And if you need to prepare different spells, knowing what you're facing, please go ahead and do that as well. But what does Atreya write in a book?
Oh.
And also, where does she go? Is she in the bedroom, or does she go to her room by herself?
I feel like she would go to the pond
Okay, gotta move over there.
with the frog.
Sure. Would she close the door when she goes in there?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
She will just write.
I just saw what.
What?
I don't know if chat can see that. Casares. Alex had Casares say, "Everyone prep your dispel ghost."
Just gonna
Well, I mean, in all
Ghostbusters.
honesty, our cleric essentially has dispel ghost.
Oh
So,
yeah, turn undead or whatever.
yeah, because ghosts are undead. Just all your
All the
your
dead.
characters would know that. So, all right. So what do we got? So she pulls out her book. What does she write?
She will just write. What part do I play in your plans?
All right. So you write that in the book, and you see it kind of glimmer, shift a little bit as it settles.
Hey, look at me, Ma!
And suddenly screams, "Look at me, at you." Hey, Entry, I see you. And it sinks into the book. And in its stead, new text appears. And it says, "Lead."
Lead. Huh. Trey would just be like kind of talking out loud
Okay.
to kind of the book, knowing that she can't ask further questions. How do you expect me to lead this plan of yours when we're not even on the same side? Some part I have not even knowing what these plans are. And I'm pretty sure I don't want any of it either. I don't have to know anything for that. She just closes the book.
And when she closes the
And-
book, she hears the frog. Does she look at it?
Can I keep the frog?
Does she look at the frog?
Yes.
When she looks at the frog, instead of a frog, she sees just a large fiend of indeterminate creature type. And it just smiles and croaks again. And you kind of blink, and when you do, it's a frog.
Very funny. She gets up and starts to leave.
Okay. So go ahead and put your characters where they're gonna sleep or trance.
Before bed, Casares will pull out the amulet that detects Brumar. Is it still glowing?
It's still glowing.
Is it still wavering ever so slightly?
It seems it's glow. It's like it's not wavering, but you can tell it's like very slightly fainter.
Okay.
But it's steady.
In comparison to the other times that Casares has done this, he instead squeezes the amulet very tightly and grimaces at the memories of that final fight on their final night with the Ravagers. And he vows to himself that he will find Brumar before heading off to bed.
And when Casares lays down, he'll like very briefly see standing next to him that memory of Brumar bringing Casares back to health after that fight. And it'll fade. Alright, so now make sure you guys move your tokens to where you're going to be for either sleeping or for a tray or for doing your trance.
Eon, you're not heading to the bedrooms?
He pours himself another shot. Not right now.
You'll need a rest.
I'll be fine.
Full commitment to the bit. Alright, and where's the tray going to be?
Trey's just gonna... Oh. Well, do you want some company?
I mean, if you want. I was, just not gonna do a whole lot. Nope.
Asking you.
By all means, don't let me get in your way. Just been a long time in prison. I hate that place. I'm gonna enjoy myself for a little while and slumber off somewhere and maybe play the piano a little bit.
Well, Atreus just gonna... Since she only needs like 4 hours of trance,
4,
I feel
yeah.
like she will like stay up with Eon and just kind of sit across, like close to him at the bar for a while and kind of minor illusion, like kind of just minor illusion, like maybe some jazz music? Like what would you what you would usually like hear from a bar?
Like it.
You like jazz?
You like jazz, baby?
All right. Okay. So at some point, everyone takes their long rest, whether it be the 6 hours that is all Eon needs, the full 8 for Phelan and Casares, and the 4-hour trance. So finally, Atreus sees, most likely, I would assume, Eon either pass out or wander over to the bedroom or whatever he does, and place your token where Eon would wind up, whether it be passing out or in a bed. And where would Atreya go finally for her stance as well? For trance?
Is that a couch? You don't sleep on a couch?
That's a piano.
So, like, at some point,
I can see shit.
You hear some pretty cool sounding songs.
It's good.
Just come from the piano, and then at some point you just hear a.
All right, and where does Atreya go finally? Where does Atreya go for her trance?
I feel like once she hears that, she will just kind of peek into the bedroom, like get a blanket and get like 2 blankets and drape one over Eon, and then just trans like close by to him.
Okay, can you move your token to where that would be?
Like, here are these seats?
Yes, those are big tables for like sitting and eating.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, here we go. So again, make sure you guys all do your actual long rest stuff while I'm telling you these things. But as you all enter whatever version of sleep you're all entering, you guys are gonna have a little bit of dreams, dreameremos. And first we'll start with Phelan. It's a rather pleasant dream. She's remembering a time when her mother and sister were trying to help her learn how to play chess. Very fond memory. And she's enjoying it, except suddenly in the dream, the chess set, it changes to something she doesn't remember ever seeing. It turns into a dragon chess set. And your mother and sister suddenly look like dragon bloods. And they are teaching her how to play dragon chess. And when Phelan does finally wake up, she will discover, and you can add this to your character sheet, she is now proficient in the dragon chess set.
Ooh.
Eon has passed out, and he remembers a fun night with his sister one time long ago of swindling some morons who were playing cards. And it was a very fun night, good time, and at some point something changes, and those who he's swindling start to look like dragon bloods. And the cards now are a 3-dragon anti-set. And he finds his sister teaching him how to use it. You can add this to your character sheet, and I'll make sure I spell it right. When Eon wakes up, he finds he's proficient in the 3-dragon anti-set. I put it in the Discord chat. You should be able to search that and drag it on.
What is that?
I was gonna say, what is that?
I'll allow you guys to Google it while I finish explaining these. Casaris, he falls asleep, and he's literally dreaming a dream that a regular lion would dream about chasing a gazelle. Except he chases it into a blacksmith's home or business. And when he goes in there, he finds a dragon blood blacksmith. And then he realizes he's not a lion, he's a leonin, and he's standing, and he's, you know, Casaris, cool dude. And this dragon blood blacksmith teaches him how to use his tools. And when Casaris wakes up, you can add this to your character sheet, he'll find himself proficient in the smith's tools.
I already am.
All right. So I don't know if it lets you just like for ability checks, but if it has that thing where you can check off or change it to being expertise, you can do that, like where you get double the benefit from being proficient.
Cool.
Yeah. And finally, in her trance, Atreya finds herself presenting a project in front of her high school class. And as she's doing so, she is very, very nervous and is trying that technique where you imagine them in their underwear, but it doesn't work. Instead, her entire class turns into dragon bloods. And her teacher comes up, who wasn't a dragon blood from her memory, but is now, and quickly whispers in her ear as if time has slowed. And Atreya finds herself in her dreams speaking Draconic. When Atreya wakes up, she knows how to speak Draconic. Oh, what do we got?
I like this mansion.
Well, keep sleeping here, man.
The dream continues for Atreya in her trance. And she smells something sweet, but not food. And she wanders out of the classroom and finds herself in a long hallway, walking, following this tantalizing smell. And as she gets closer, she can hear what's almost like sirens singing. And she gets to a room, and she opens the door, and inside of the door are piles and piles of gold and gems and treasures. She runs in and she's elated, thrilled. In addition to knowing Draconic when she wakes up, you also gain this. As an action, so write this down, because you're going to put it on your character sheet as a, in the same place that you would put feats. We will call it the Horde Seeker's Tools. And so, I'm just going to say this out loud. I don't really feel like copying and pasting it where I have it. As an action, you can open your awareness to treasures. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any coinage or magical items within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, but not its identity.
Yay, we have a metal detector now.
You can use this a number of times equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier.
Hell.
And when you finish a long rest, you regain the amount of uses. And finally, in your trance, and keep out whatever you're writing, you hear behind you in the doorway. You turn around and you see a full fucking dragon. Like its head is in the door, filling the door. And you hear it just in Draconic. You do not belong here. That'll snap you out of your trance. The final part of your ability you've gained is, within the same radius, you also detect the presence of any place or object that has been claimed as the territory of another dragon. And that snaps you out of it. And since you waited till Eon passed out, Treya, you are awake first. And then Eon and the other two of you, you'll all wake up at the same time.
Why are those beds empty?
Fucking idiots. It's my goal now.
Help, I'm locked in my room.
You unlock the lock.
Thank you.
Shut up, you're not a wizard. Back under your staircase.
What is going on out here?
Oh, hey. Morning. Eon fell asleep on the piano.
Oh, is that what I heard last night?
Yeah, probably.
They'll like shift a little bit and you'll hear a couple of keys play.
Zeleny walks out. He has 2 insanely massive trays. Each tray is easily double the size of what Barrett usually gives you guys, full of breakfast foods. Bacon, sausage, pancakes. And you'll see sitting on the bar are a bunch of pitchers of various breakfast drinks and water.
Well, don't care about this anymore. I'm gonna go walk over and get food.
Yeah, it's got bacon, pancakes, waffles, crepes, eggs, And Phelan will most assuredly notice hanging off of his belt is a small picnic basket, and the napkins, you know, the cloth napkins inside of it have shifted, and it is full of scones. And he puts those down on the table, and he pulls the basket off, and he puts that on the table. You see, he actually is already chewing on something. He's already eating, having laid this all out. It smells magnificent.
Phelan is careful not to get any on the piano, but she's kind of flicking like a glass of water in Eon's face. And then she goes to get scones.
Oh, hey, sleepyhead.
In the middle of the song that he was playing before he passed out. I'm awake. Everything's. I hope you're enjoying the music.
Oh yeah, and Eon is totally like immediately sensory overload with like the smells of every delicious breakfast food he can think of.
No, Jesus, where am I? Have I died and gone to heaven?
Kazar's is choking on the crepe he's just eating as he tries to stifle laughter at this.
And Zeleny literally spats food out of his mouth like away from Kazarius and is laughing. And then you see him actually pick up the food from the ground and he eats it.
Fuck, you could have just shook me.
You hear Zeleny. My friend, it looks like you are shook.
Yeah. Yeah, you got me with it.
And Zeleny will just kind of sit over on this table next to Kasar's. Also with like a heaping plate of stuff. And he's just kind of like, all right, well, once you're all done, I ask that you head out of this area. I will work on the weapons. You take care of whatever it is in the tavern. And you send that bewailer to rest. There are two ways. One, you somehow figure out conditions to meet so that it chooses to cross over. Or two, you kill it again.
Is there anything that we need to watch out for?
Right. So, there are probably some guests in there. Now, the guests themselves, they are not too bad. You will be able to destroy them. But there are certain guests, and they are much more dangerous. Up here in cold, they can, instead of becoming a regular guest, they can become winter guest. Do not get bitten by winter guest. For if your constitution is not strong enough, you will catch the creeping cold. It will, until you somehow overcome or cure it, it will make you weaker and weaker each passing day until you cannot wake up and you instead become a winter guest.
And would that be considered a disease?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay.
I was like, oh, we got it. It's fine. It's just a disease.
It's a magical disease.
Ooh, a little tourism.
Okay. And since I'm kind of bored by saying like, by only letting you have the in-character version of what I just said, this is what is meant by that is basically if you have this and you don't get rid of it, each day you wake up, you roll some dice, your maximum HP decreases. Once your maximum HP is 0, you become a winter guest.
That's cool.
Oh, God damn it.
Just so out of character, you can see how cool that particular effect is and
Let's do the
terrifying.
con saves in secret so that one of us can hide the fact that we have the disease.
We're
Wait,
in a winter
wait,
gas the
please.
entire time.
Yeah, if ever you guys want to make a roll intended only for me to see, just on your character sheet in the upper left, there should be
Oh yeah.
public and
Yeah.
to GM. You can
It's
switch
just
it to
the
GM.
spells that you can't only ping to GMs.
Oh, okay.
I've discovered.
Yeah, though if the spells have attacks, they are on the main part of the sheet. Or you can add the spell attacks to the main part of the sheet for the attack parts. But for just pinging a spell,
Huh, yeah.
I thought it did, but anyway.
Here, I'll do it right now, just in case. Here, did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Okay, cool. All right, and then Zelenia will continue. And then, of course, if there are any ghosts, I would, and he'll look to Casares, I would not recommend you go anywhere near it. You in particular. The ghosts they try to possess. And if they possess, you do not have control of yourself. So I would not I would not advise that you go anywhere near ghosts. It should be pretty obvious if someone is possessed by ghosts. They will not be acting how they normally do, and their eyes will be glazed over white. And of course, ghosts, they essentially they too can only be hit normally with magical weapons or magic. And then of course there is issue of thing I do not fully understand, which is this Bewailer. What I do know is a Bewailer happens sometimes when certain elves die. And the thing about it is they'll only appear in some range around time of day when they died. And once that range ends, they will disappear. So you will be of limited time. So somewhere in this tavern, and tavern has 2 floors, there will be this Bewailer, and it must be put to rest or killed. Otherwise, it will still be Anchor. But please be careful. It is a very powerful creature. Stronger than Ghast, Winterghast, and the Ghost. But not as strong as Wintergrim. Once you all return and I can give you cold iron weapons, I will talk about how we must battle Wintergrim.
Is there a reason you're not coming with us to the tavern?
Yes, twofold. 1, I am scared of ghosts. 2, I am smithing cold iron weapons. Smithing is not fast procedure. Requires hammer, heat, and strength. I have all these things.
That's fair. Yeah. I thought you were probably incredibly proficient at blacksmithing, so I didn't know if it would take extra long or not.
You cover yourself very nicely, make me feel good about myself when you are questioning my authority here. You see, if any of my in command they question my authority, I crush their spirit, and sometimes end family line.
Well, my spirits have already been pretty crushed, so just don't hurt my family, please.
I do not intend to. This is a joke. I am being jovial because I find you as a party a peer to myself. You are not my inferiors. We are equals. But, and he'll kind of lean in. Do not tell Mayor this. And he'll start to walk out.
Wait, is there like any weakness we know of for this Bewailer?
And he'll kind of stop. Well, and he'll turn back. Unfortunately, no. Not necessarily. But if through your cunning you can discover manner in which the creature died to become Bewailer, I wager you could use this to your advantage. Now, I heard in prison, apparently Captain Wife was elf. But we cannot be sure if it was Captain Wife or wife of a joined village citizen who merged with Captain through these plane shifting and merging technologies. But be careful, since Tavern somehow his plane are connected to prison. Have your wits about you. Right. Good luck. And he'll go out the door.
Immediately, I'll look to Balin and just be like, "Hey, don't beat yourself up. I'm sure you can be a master smith someday too. I mean, you're pretty strong and pretty hot, so all you need is a hammer."
Well, I was thinking, I was like, I'm not pretty strong. My strength is at 0. She's definitely not strong.
All right. Is there anything else you all would like to do before leaving to go do this thing?
Balin, could I steal a moment with you, actually?
Yeah.
Just, before we all go out and get possessed by ghosts.
As long as it's not Casaurus, we should be fine.
I'm pretty dangerous. Never mind.
Yeah, you or fucking
Me
Casaurus or
too!
Atreya, really. Those...
I'll go sit on this little bench over here.
My ass is too big.
I feel that.
A tray would be minor illusioning, like the sound of ocean waves.
Ocean man.
No!
You may understand.
Do exclamation mark
All right.
ocean man in my chat if you want to know the lyrics. All right, go ahead. Continue RP.
So I know you lost or am missing someone as well, right?
A couple of someones, yeah.
Perhaps I can help you out with that.
How would
Only
you,
if you're willing.
how would you do that?
He'll pull up his mask. Take my hands.
He does.
Now I need you to be willing. I need you to let me in.
In my mind?
Or your heart, whatever you prefer.
God damn, that was smooth. That was Ella. Okay.
Okay. And you'll slowly see the mask start to light up, one eye after the other. And I cast
Oh my god.
Who would you like to fight? Preferably a blood relative of yours.
So it says one randomly selected living relative of the target.
Okay. I have.
How many?
Rob knows, so he can.
As far as I know, if it's only who I know, it should just be the 3.
Ish.
Okay. I'm not gonna just, I don't feel like introducing like some random extended members of your family. It's like,
Your drunk uncle. Oh,
yeah.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Fifth cousin.
Okay. I guess. Ella, roll me a percentile. Actually, let's do it like this. Before you roll me the percentile, I want to make this cool. So let's do, since it's 3 of them, 33 and under will be your father. 34 to 66 will be your mother. And 67 to 99 will be your sister. 100, I will let you choose.
Just get 100, easy.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I got this.
Easy peasy.
That's
Nice.
even better.
Unbelievable.
That's so much better than
Unbelievable.
100.
Unbelievable. Okay.
You got an animation for Nat 1s and Nat 20s. You have one for a Nat 69?
No. Maybe I'll have to commission one of my artists in here to draw me an animation for a 69. I'm sure that's a normal request.
That animation would be amazing.
Okay. So right. Oh Jesus! God damn it, Tag did that to us. Okay, so that is your sister. So you, let me just make sure. Was there save? So okay, so you Phelan can see, I guess, in her mind,
I think it's me, isn't it?
or Eon can see in his mind, a woman of the same sort of Genasi elemental ancestry race as Phelan. She's a little bit older, right? Older? I didn't mess that up, did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's a little bit older. I was like, that makes sense with the rest of the story, but I never asked.
Like 3 years, I
Yeah, she looks very similar to Phelan, but is a little bit older. Did you already have a description for her yet? I mean, I had a thought in my head, but if you'd rather describe.
you take the wheel.
Okay. So she's a little bit older, just a little bit taller. She's wearing these sort of sweeping turban kind of like robes, which Eon would definitely recognize as someone to have something to do with the element of air. And she kind of has this, it's like hooded over her as well. But you can see peeking out is this sort of like strawberry blonde hair. You know that this is, can you write her name, Ella?
Yes. Where?
Either in here or in the Roll20 chat.
Naira.
Okay, so you know her name is not the identity, yeah. So you know her name is Naira Peora, and she is the older sister of Phelan. And location, it is despite the nature of this spell, it is a little bit hard to discern with precision, but you can tell that she is walking through this area that has a shit ton of blowing wind of all different sort of kinds, and you know that she is in the elemental plane of air.
Wow. That's cool as shit. You'll kind of see Eon like he'll zone out for a second while his mask is up and glowing. And he'll look Phelan in the eye and just, I know who your sister is now.
Naira?
That's the one.
She's alive.
She is. And seems to be doing... Did she look well?
Yeah.
She looked well.
She looked lost, though, for sure. But she looked well.
A bit
Relatable.
directionally challenged. I would say,
Runs
perhaps.
the family, I guess.
Mood.
You just see Phelan definitely like has a tear in her eye that she wipes away. She goes, I wasn't sure she was even. You said she's.
Okay.
And you know where she is?
Not exactly, but I can tell you she is in the elemental plane of air.
Rob would. Is there an order to Aramente?
From what I recall, not necessarily.
Okay.
But what I'll add for tag for Eon is, in addition to lost, she also seems determined and comfortable where she is.
So, I wouldn't be able to tell you where in the elemental plane of air. Sounds like a big place. But she looks lost. But looks okay. Driven, even.
She's still in her Armente. And she kind of squeezes Eon's hand and says, "Thank you. I didn't know."
Looks like we both have trouble figuring out if our sisters are alive at the moment.
Have you tried doing that for yourself?
I don't think I can.
I mean, technically, you are a willing creature. If you like touch yourself.
Love the phrasing. No, like
I have no regret.
if the ruling is up to me, I'm 100% okay with you casting it on yourself, but you decide if Eon would like do that.
I feel like I'd have probably tried casting sending in the past to her, and maybe it hasn't worked.
Right.
If I'm correct.
It would have failed, yeah.
It won't work. Not for me.
I see. Well, as far as we know, she's with my dad, right?
Maybe.
Or at least she was. And if we can find my dad, he's good at finding things.
Well, right now we have to be the ones who are good at finding things. And I know this whole hero thing is something the party has been kind of big on since I've gotten here. But I don't know how much longer I can bear not searching for her.
Well, hopefully that'll be one of our next steps.
Well, I'm out of cool tricks for the day unless you want me to cast a spell that makes you fall in love with me.
Phelan looks horrified. You can do that?
Want to see? It only lasts like 10 minutes.
It is at this time that you guys will all notice moving around the mansion are a bunch of, even though it doesn't make sense based on the name, unseen servants. So things are being cleaned and pushed and carried and moved and all that kind of stuff. And in the moment that Ian says that, one of them who would have been carrying like a broom would like have stopped right in front of you and stood there for a second and then kept going.
I think we're in their way.
Are we in the way?
Gets off the bench. Sorry.
While they were on the bench, Kassar sort of leaned over to Atreya and just said, "How long do you think he fucks this up again?"
Oh.
Oh, look. She cried a little bit.
That was
Not
fast.
long, I guess.
Oh, now she looks shocked and disgusted.
She looks completely horrified now. Ian, what are you doing?
Oh no.
Oh, she just stood up and left. Well, there you go. That answers your question, Xars.
Another day of this, I guess.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Let's go ahead. You guys get your yourselves together. Remember, for this upcoming situation, you guys do not have any of your non-magical weapons with you, so they will not be used in the fight.
I only had the one.
Very well. Okay, but don't like delete anything off your sheet. I wouldn't want you to have to like re-add it.
Just uncheck it.
Yeah. All right, so you guys head out of the rift in the front of this mansion. The carriage is still there. The horses actually still look fine, and if you feel them, they're warm despite what is whipping around you, which is like a somewhat torrential snowstorm. It is incredibly cold, but Nikolai has provided you the precise path to this tavern, and you guys are able to take it and then go park next to it the carriage. And you guys will be at the bottom left. And allow me to get us some music that would make sense for this. So this is for you guys moving throughout the city, and now you're at this tavern. And take it away. If a door is open, you can open it. Just try to stick to the moving two squares at a time, especially if you wish for your character to assess any sort of situation that you see. And let me know before you go through doors or move whether or not you're attempting to do it stealthily, and I'll have you roll.
Shall I take the lead on this one?
Go right ahead.
I'm going to proceed stealthily, but also being wary of any traps that might be lying around or magical glyphs.
Right. Give me a stealth check. And your passive perception is good enough to notice, especially if you go right in this door. Actually, I'll let you feel free if you want to move around the outside as well. The windows are locked, but you can you guys will be able to see through them. Like, that's how this is set up. And yeah, as soon as you intend to be stealthy, Tag, you can be. You'll be fine.
So I'm gonna approach this window on my immediate right.
Sure.
Here. Squares and a half. I'm just gonna peer in, see what I see.
Sure. So you'll see, similar to like the corners of the Swift Pike, it's those like raised areas where there's like a table on the raised part, and down through there you can see across, somewhat obscured, it sort of looks like it's kind of patrolling a little bit where it is a ghast. And to be clear, that would be this creature
this
up
dude
here.
right here.
Yeah.
I'll look back at the group and just kind of whisper, I see fucking ghosts already. So be quiet, unless you want to bust down the door and do some other shit.
Which kind is it? Is it like snowy kind or other kind?
And yeah, any of you guys can also approach the windows if you like.
Oh.
It's not limited
Be
to him.
quiet, please. Quiet.
Just
What's in there?
yeah. So yeah, Phelan, you'll see the ghast that I pointed out there. You'll see a ghast right here. And
I'll
then
proceed down to
up in the
this-
right, you'll see what you could only assume would be the winter ghast.
She's gonna come back here. Okay, I have a question. Can ghasts like go through walls? Like, are they ghosts? Can they just like go through things?
Are you asking me, or would you like to know
no,
if Phelan knows?
Oh, she was asking Casaris and Treya. See
Okay.
if they said anything.
Does Atreya know?
Yeah. Anybody who would like to know, give me a history or Arcana check.
I'm just asking.
Casaris just shrugs. He has no idea.
All right. Treya's time to shine.
I know stuff.
So Atreya would know ghasts are solid. They are not ghosts that can pass through walls. They are more akin to like ghouls. And with 18 Arcana check, yeah, she would know it has claws and it bites. However, she would know that its claws emit some kind of paralytic and what they're known for is being devourers of flesh, and like a ghoul, but a ghast is known to also devour abyssal energy. There you go. That's what you got. And I will go ahead and make one of the ghasts larger for you guys so you can get a good look at its token. And
Is the
then
tongue forked, or is it just
is it?
Extra long.
just out of curiosity? Not that it matters. I'm just curious.
No, it's just like really long. It's like super creepy. It's kind of like how you would think of like a bee, you know, the thing that comes out of a bee to like get to the flower. It's like that because they're devouring abyssal energy that could even be within living creatures. And then the winter ghast, it looks like that.
I don't like that one.
It's fucking scary,
I don't like it either.
but it's cool.
Yeah. I tell like everyone over the earpiece. Like, I
Oh,
whisper
that's
it.
right, the earpieces. You guys will have discovered in the morning that they are no longer working.
Fuck!
The magic has faded. You no longer have the connected earpieces.
Okay, I just whisper it to them. Where did Eon go?
Eon's up top. Go ahead.
He's gone, but
Yeah. Where's Eon looking?
Case in the joint. Out a window back here.
All right.
Oh.
Then I would just be telling Casares and Phelan then. See, I can't find Eon.
All right. There you go. Yeah. So right there, where you're seeing, you see a ghost.
Oh. Daddy?
And it's just kind of hovering. It's not looking at the window. It almost looks like it's focused on just the fire, because there's like a fire there, and it looks like it's keeping warm, which Eon would know doesn't make any fucking sense.
so yeah,
So
my
what
thought.
is this right here, like outside of the
What is that actually?
beyond the fire?
I think that's the chimney.
Right.
just the
Yeah.
back of
So
the fireplace
that's
going up.
representing the top view of the chimney, but like sliced because there's an upper floor. So like that would be like just the chimney. That's not something like accessible.
Okay. Start making my way back.
Good casing of joint.
So I was mostly wondering, like, how intelligent you think they are, and if they could go through walls. Like, do we think we could maybe?
Guys, holy shit! I saw a ghost.
Oh, yeah, I think there's several. Do we think we could draw maybe one out at a time and like shut the door after, so we're not fighting all at once? Or I don't know any of this.
Regarding the intelligence question, based on that 18,
Yeah.
I can also tell that Atreya, you would know that Aghast and ghosts as well, they can still be sort of just as smart as a living person. They're not like, though they are controlled by their urges, all of these undead things, they are, oh yeah, they're all undead as well. They like are not like wolves and beasts. Like they actually,
Like we can talk to them and stuff.
they may not talk, but they should understand, and they can make decisions as if they were, you know, just like a person would.
Okay. Well, I'll relay all of that to them.
Okay. Well, I did a nice little lap around the building. I can tell you that there's that big open area that most of you saw as approaching the window. However, there is a back room. Scary ghost lady trying to get warm by a fire, which I don't understand. It really doesn't make any sense, but fine. And then there's a back door that didn't have any windows all the way back there, and a little room that had nothing in it. So if we're going to approach that way, which would be recommended, which is actually this front door right there, doesn't actually have any anything in it. But it just really depends on how you want to go at this. You want to go in through the back. I don't know if we see any point in going into the big open area with 3 ghosty thingies, one of which can turn you into itself if it bites you. Or we can go in through the back and not fuck around with it.
I would like to deal with the ghost first.
You'll fight anything if it's put in front of you.
The ghost is probably the most dangerous.
Okay. Alright. If you want to do that, we can go in through the back round this way. Just have to walk up a little bit. We can either go in through the window and tackle the ghost directly, or there's a back door up there, which leads to a room that I have no idea what's in there. But the ghost wouldn't see us right away.
Oh, real quick, before anyone just rushes in, I want to cast some stuff like right before we step in so it can last long. So, just wait before we go in, please. Stares at Casares.
I don't know what you guys think of me. I have a bow too. I can just stay back.
Well, hopefully I can make it so that you
sit this one out.
No, I think I have something that makes it so that you can hit stuff still and not be possessed. Maybe. I don't know. There's a chance you can still be possessed, but
I mean, I can.
It's probably fine.
I can do the. I can make him my champion. Gives him magical attacks.
Okay. And I have protection from that stuff.
My bow is already magical, so.
Talking about you.
It's up to you. If you don't want to hit stuff, I will.
My sword is also magical.
Their characters just want you to physically fight everything. They want you to
If you
run
don't wanna
in
fight stuff.
and try to pin the ghost to the ground somehow.
I don't think anyone could grapple a ghost, Casares could.
That's true. That's true. Well, and possibly that guy that Casares fought from the flashback.
Okay, is that what you want to do? Do you want to stand back and let us frontline?
Just for the ghost.
Sure. Oh, are we gone?
Yeah. Come on,
Right.
This way.
Yeah, so I would say go ahead, Eon, and move Eon's token where everybody else should go. You don't have to move 2 squares at a time. You can just
Whoops.
you can just go all the way up there.
Right.
Oh, I'm stuck on a wall.
Same.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little tavern.
Here?
All right, you guys can click that door if you want.
Do we knock?
No.
I have my bow out.
Okay, I'm going to cast. Shit. Okay, she's gonna reach out to Atreya if she doesn't like smack her away or anything. She's gonna cast protection from evil and good. And it says 1 willing creature against a certain type, so it's all of those, including undead.
Several benefits. Creatures of those types have disadvantage on attack. Okay. Hi, you're gonna have to remind me about that, please. If those creatures attack you, please remind me of this.
Okay, thank you.
And
You can't be
On-
possessed.
yep. And on Eon, she's gonna reach out and touch him, and if he doesn't reject, she's going to cast a warding bond on him.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's not concentration, so you can just do both of these.
At once.
Yep.
I planned this time.
That's sick.
I can do those.
Damn.
So neither of you can. Yeah.
Within 60 feet. Plus one.
So
Okay.
it's resistant to all damage. I don't think that is against undead, but it's just damage. So I was like, eh.
Resistance to all damage, yep. When it takes damage, you take damage. Spell ends if you drop to 0, or if you guys are farther than 60 feet away from each other.
To clarify, when it says each time it takes damage, what is the it? Is that
The person.
first
Person you're bonding with.
okay?
Yeah.
Every time Eon takes damage, I take the same.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so basically any damage he takes, we're splitting in half and you get half of it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's kind of how,
That's
like,
cool.
because resistance
That's sick.
normally is having it, but instead of it just going into the ether, the other half of it goes to the
That's
caster.
cool.
Well,
Wow.
Okay.
Alright. Good to go. 10 minutes.
Where the fuck is my... Oh, there it is. Okay. I'm gonna wiggle the door, see if it's locked.
And
I don't want to open it.
Sure, all you gotta do is click on it, and it is indeed locked. So you give me a thieves tool check, or whatever it is, lockpicking kit check, whatever it is, the thing is.
Come on now. What do we use there? Dex, right?
Yes. It's good. With relative ease, it pops right open. It takes you like 30 seconds. And so, I should actually hit the button and not just sit here and hope that it'll magically just work. It is unlocked. I was like, oh, the game will do it for
I
me.
swear to God, I've unlocked this.
Yes,
and I
it
can't-
pops
it
open.
won't
I was so into this session for some reason that I forgot that I have to do stuff. Okay, yeah.
I love
Now
that.
it's unlocked. You can click it to open it.
I don't know what's on the other side of this one. Is everyone ready?
I have my bow out and I'm pointing it at the door.
I'll turn around to Phelan.
Phelan takes out her dagger.
What do you say? You willing to be my champion again?
Yeah.
I'll put a hand on her shoulder, and I'll cast Invested Champion.
She definitely like squints her eyes a little bit at him. Like she has not forgotten.
Yeah, and Phelan will feel that wash over her, and she'll
Really?
kind of hear the inside of her head. She'll feel warmer and brighter.
And no spells for Casaris.
You didn't want it. I was gonna give you everything.
You stay out of this, or you're gonna kill all of us.
And he's
The fact that
probably
we're
still
more
just
scared
like,
of Casares
I
than-
have a bow.
We're more
Just,
scared
like,
of Casares than
shouting.
anything, and they're combined. We're like, no, not this guy though.
Stop it.
Just don't possess this guy. We're fucked.
Man, what an unexpected side effect of being warned about possession. Love it. Okay, yeah, pop the door open when you're ready.
3, 2, 1.
Well,
Yeah, it's like a pantry storage room. It's empty.
All right. I'll jiggle this one to see if it's locked.
And indeed it is. Give me another Thieves' Tools check.
Damn.
Yeah, even it probably takes you 20 seconds, even easier, and it unlocks.
Now this one, there is a ghost on the other side by the fire. I know we said we could kill it, but there's also a chance we can put it to rest. How do we want to go about this?
Also, you would know, like, when you looked at the ghost, it wasn't a ghost of an elf. It was a ghost of a human.
Right. Okay. Seemed to be very attached to the camp. For some reason.
You can do what you wish to do. I will be here to back you up.
Is Casares going to come into that room or stay outside?
He's staying like outside the door.
Got it.
Jalen? Drea?
you want to try to reason? Is that what you're saying?
Put it to rest somehow? I don't know how this whole ghost thing works.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say it's worth a try to ask if that's something they're interested in, and if not, then we fight him.
Yeah, because we were told that there are more casualties. So,
So I would like just right here. While Eon was picking the lock, I would like for Phelan to make me a perception check.
Damn!
Oh, there it
Holy shit.
is.
Pop it off in his tavern. This
Okay.
ghost ain't got shit on it.
This is my natural terrain or whatever it's called. Where you get it.
on this natural 20, 22 total. Couple things I'll give Phelan for this. First of all, she will recognize this room. It looks exactly like what the pantry in the prison looked like when it shifted.
This pantry is that pantry.
Right, so in that pantry, when it shifted, it looks like this pantry. Additionally,
Wait.
that's what I thought.
Uh-oh.
she will see one of the crates to her left it looks much different than the others. It's not made of wood planks. It's made of solid pieces of wood. And when she looks towards it, having realized this is that room, she will see in one of the corners basically what looks like blood / bodily discharge having soaked through it from the inside. And then Eon gets the lock popped and
Shit.
says all that other shit.
She's just gonna be like, Eon, is this box trapped or anything?
No, let me check. I'll walk over to the box.
You can give me an investigation.
I walk onto the box.
I am on top of the box. That's trapped here.
It's one way to check.
Okay, in all honesty, what do you actually do? Because
I just walk up to it.
there's a chance I don't make you roll anything. Okay, so if you're just walking up to it, give me an investigation check. Yeah, it's just a box. It's got no other special things. But
Should be okay.
Eon, you would definitely recognize it as a makeshift coffin.
Oh, but I'm not sure you want to open it.
I do.
Okay. And I will slowly crack it open.
And you guys hear like a really gross like as the seal of this thing breaks. I need everyone in the room to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Y'all get advantage! Cause of... Shit, where is it? Let me...
And everyone gets like a plus
Jesus
3, right?
Christ.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find it. Shit, I have too many things.
Oh,
Yeah, this one. Yeah, I'll get that.
So it's not advantage? Or
I lied! We all get
Charisma
a bonus.
modifier.
Okay.
Shit, what-
I mean, I'll just take the left number. It's not a big deal.
Plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay. Right.
They are both too
Plus
close to the
3.
box.
They are both too close to the box. Atreya sees the thing wafting, and she kind of like takes a breath before the stench wafts out of it. But both Phelan and Eon are overwhelmed by the smell of a dead body. And so I am trying to keep track because the things that you cast were for one of them was for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So you've already...
The one on Atreya is 10 minutes. The one on Eon is an hour.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about that one, but the 10-minute one I do have to worry about. So I
Yeah.
would say between the two locks and this conversation, probably about a minute and a half.
Okay.
You guys retching from it and Atreya trying to like make sure you guys aren't like puking everywhere. That's probably gonna need about another minute. So she's about 2.5 minutes in. But when you guys stop retching, you are able to look into the box. And when you do, Phelan, you recognize the body you saw when the room shifted.
Shit.
A dead female human, except this time you can very clearly see that they have been incredibly clearly burned and partially melted by something like oil.
Oh. I knew
not the oil incident.
So fucked up.
No.
Phelan goes, not oil, boy. Phelan just goes, the guests in there. I think they're the cooks.
So how do we put them to rest? I don't know how this works.
I don't know much about them, but Madeline was just something definitely fucked up about her, and Tiny magic didn't work on him. If it is like that, but this person was the one I replaced.
Casares, what did Nikolai tell us about ghosts and how to put them to rest?
Something about finding out how they died.
Well, we
Rob, are there any more details he would remember verbatim?
Incident.
Oh, that
he's
Casares would
using it
remember?
now.
That Casares
Yeah.
remember? No, he's got it. He was said, find out how they
Here,
died.
Casares, look at these notes. What did they say?
Finding out how they
What
died
does
can
it
help is all that he said, really.
Yeah.
How and where they died.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that ghost is really attached to the fire. This motherfucker is burned. That's gotta be that, right?
You want to ask it a question?
How do we make amends with a ghost that's been burned? I could cast Cure Wounds on its body.
Throw water on it.
I was gonna say oil. That's exactly where my mind went.
Phelan's pretty good at that.
I do always have water on me.
I know. She splashed me like 3 times.
Same.
Deserved it 4 times.
Phelan, give me a history check. Cool. On a 12 history, you would have remembered one of the conversations, and I don't know if I actually role played it, that you would have had with the cooks slash Madeline involved this idea of why, like, sort of how often Madeline was making scones, and that something that always brought so much comfort to everyone were these scones.
Okay. I have scones, I guess. I don't know what to do with this information.
Wonderful. As intended.
She's just gonna be like, this is gonna sound weird, but I think scones are important, and not just to me. I don't understand how, but it was something that made everyone happy, and I have scones, specifically some that I shoved in my backpack that Madeline made.
Do we have an idea how long, like, this person has been dead for?
As far as you can tell, like, they have started to decompose, so it could have been anywhere from a week to maybe a month.
Okay. Well, I don't think we're gonna find any more answers just by sitting in here. I think we have to go confront him.
Phelan's gonna, like, take a scone out of her backpack. Okay, I'm ready.
Are you seriously suggesting we fight ghosts with scones?
No, but I know scones are important, and I don't know how, but maybe they like
We can
scones.
ask.
Yeah, maybe they just want one last scone.
Okay, I am telling you guys that I can cast some magic, and we can ask this dead person one question.
Hasn't been too long.
Yeah, let's get in there before
Is there
these
a
spells wear off.
Is there a limit
It's fine, I can always recast that one.
to
What I meant is the
gentle repose? My gentle repose?
Yeah, well, remember, your version of it is different. And remember, your thing is
Yeah.
like similar to it.
Yes.
And no, there's not a limit for
Oh.
for
What
your
would be
for your invocation. There is not a limit.
Side note, have you guys seen that, like, that clip of the new D&D movie? I haven't seen, like...
Oh no, I'll have to watch
Okay,
that.
I'll have to send it to you guys. Anyway, continue.
But it does, as it does say in there, like a limit is like it has to have a way to speak, so like a mouth, and this does have a mouth.
Okay.
Okay.
So, here's my question: if this person's ghost is inside, can I? Well, does that mean I have to speak to the ghost, or is it something separate?
You know,
'Cause I
your
don't
you know
know.
your thing is on the corpse. That's all you know.
Okay.
Could ask the corpse how we put them to rest. Officially. It's right there.
Okay, I cast it.
Oh, let's go. Dead people talk.
Okay, what does the casting of it look like?
Fuck, what does it look like?
Do you have to touch the dead body?
I think so, yeah.
Do you have a ping for it?
Oh, right, that's the restriction. It's just you haven't targeted with this within 10 days.
Yes. I don't know how it would look like.
Well, what do you look like? You know, like you know how I described like Grelzad's arcane weapon. You know, like what would you look like?
Okay, I think Atreya just kind of kneels in front of it and takes a deep breath and just puts a hand over, like, maybe its forehead, if like she can touch that.
Okay. Yeah, the body's like fetal position inside of this box. It's not big enough for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when so she does this, touches it on there. You guys can see these kind of like auras of magic, and you see Atreya's head kind of flip back, and you see her eyes roll back, and these sort of different little, like, you know how like frogs blink, kind of appears on her eyes as it shifts through several colors: red, white, green, blue. And her eyes are still rolled back, but it doesn't feel like that to Atreya, and you're able to look right at the corpse. This corpse kind of opens its eyes, and you hear the equivalent of a ghastly breath. And it, like, it's still there, and it kind of just turns its head at Atreya. And you hear these, like, cracking of bone and peeling of skin.
You're muted.
You are muted. I thought you were talking to yourself.
What was the question that Ian wanted to ask? How do we put
rest?
Okay. Trey asks, how do we put you to rest?
You see it just kind of and it kind of smiles, but when it smiles, some of its teeth fall out. And she says, I just wanted deep fried scones to work. Show me that it worked. And she just kind of...
And did we all hear this?
Yeah, it spoke out loud.
I can't believe it actually.
Balin looked victorious. Never been so happy to have
Scones
scones
is
in
the
her life. She wants to specifically pick one of the ones that she knows she got from Madeline.
Right, and you will see in this room there is a bottle of cooking oil. Well, not a bottle. It is a bucket of cooking.
So
a metal bucket of cooking oil is in the room.
Is the one she has not deep fried?
It is not deep fried. It is Madeline's classic baked recipe.
Like baked? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, so we actually gotta
So do
fry
you want for
one.
some tongs too, so we don't have to reach in there? We don't want to overcook this thing.
Well, we have a cook in the kitchen. Just gonna. Maybe we can deal with this
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. Like you'll find tongs or whatever utensil you also want. And Phelan would 100% know, like, if there's a fire in there, there's like a thing to hang a pot from.
Okay, grab the pot, grab the scone. I got the tongs.
Well, maybe
Do
we
this
should
thing.
talk to the other ones first. I don't think we'd be like, hey, we're just gonna like boil this scone real quick. I don't think they're gonna.
The other ones
okay.
aren't gonna know we're in there.
Okay.
Okay, is everyone ready? Are you
There's
okay with doing this, or do you want me to take the scone?
Oh, don't take my scone. She puts it back in her backpack.
Okay.
Well, because, I mean, based on, because Eon saw the ghost inside, right?
Mm-hmm. And he would have seen that
Does
across
Eon-
from it. There was a closed door.
And does that ghost like this body?
Oh yeah, Eon. Yeah, it looks the face of the ghost looked like the face of this body if the body's face wasn't decaying and teeth falling out.
Oh, okay.
I'm fairly confident. Yes.
Okay. She takes back out the scone.
Alright, let's do this. Ready?
As it'll ever be.
All right, and the ghost is sort of just hovering and staring at the fire.
And there's a pot above the fire.
There's
We
a
have the
hook.
cooking oil pot.
There's a hook, like a rod and a hook above the fire.
Okay, and I'll very slowly walk over to the fire, hang up the pot.
Careful. She's gonna like die to the oil, so just
and get my tongs ready, and I'll wave over Phelan.
And it's hovering there, and it seems to notice that you put something in front of it. But it's still very focused and hovering.
She hands the scone to his tongs.
Now you guys would all, everyone who can see the fire would notice this fire looks a lot like the continual flame fires of the prison. But not quite.
The undead fucking oven.
And you'll notice, so I would say that conversation you guys had probably took another 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So we're at 4.5. You guys go in here. You'll notice actually somehow very quickly, like within 1 minute. So we'll go another 1 minute, 5.5. This oil looks like it's ready for Duncan.
All right, Phelan, you're the cook here. You want to help me out?
Yep. Okay. I'm terrified of this for the record.
I'll move to the side. and
Would
give
Phelan
a-
have looked for cooking utensils?
I-
Or do you already
yeah.
have? Okay.
You had the tongs, but I didn't. She would definitely glance around to see if there's something
Yeah, so
better for
so
oil
I'm not,
dunking.
yeah, I'm not even gonna make anything about it. You can add cooking utensils to your inventory.
Okay.
The actual thing, so that you can roll with it.
Gotcha. Okay.
And yeah, I'll just have you roll for it. We're just doing a DC 10 to successfully do
Okay.
this.
And I have a thing now,
And-
right?
I was gonna say, if I'm helping her cook, can she roll at advantage?
Yes, she
I
can get the
think-
help action.
I think I already am.
You
There's something
may,
about...
you may already. You have to look at the thing again.
Yeah, because I got a thing for the things, you know?
Yeah, just scroll
yeah,
up in there. a
proficiency
little bit.
with cook utensils. I'm assuming that's the new thing I got.
Yeah, so just slide the cooking utensils over, like search in the compendium for cooking utensils, put it on your character sheet, and then you can check off proficiency with them. Actually, I think you just have to, you just search up cooking utensils, and then the actual item, put that in the inventory, and then there's a section of proficiency, I think, that should also be there, and slide that over.
Okay. So what else?
Yeah, I can do it. Just gotta give it a second to load.
Yeah, sorry. It's still being fuckity.
It's fine.
Did you cook us a meal for the last long rest or no?
No. I didn't think about it.
All right, items, cooks
Sorry.
utensils. Oh, and it's also called cooks utensils, not cooking.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Yeah.
And then the proficiency.
Thank you.
All right, so under that, we have the herbalist kit. It now says cooks utensils.
So I can just click that.
Yeah, so you'll click that, and it'll come up with like a choice of what attribute to use.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I can charismatically cook?
Is that what it says?
Yeah, it's charis.
Yeah, you can
Charisma
choose.
is
You
my
can choose
options.
charisma. Yeah. Fucking righteous. Okay.
Charismatic.
All right, so yeah, Phelan just like she suddenly has cooks utensils with her. No one probably even realized that she like totally found and scooped them up. Yeah, she like uses that and the tongs that Eon has, and like perfectly times getting this scone into the oil. It's like, you know, does its deep frying thing. It only takes probably about 30 seconds. And which Phelan would know. She gets it out. It is just this, it's wild. It's like whatever the hell Madeline put in this scone now, like it's still scone shaped, but it has the consistency and somehow sugar covering of a churro.
Oh my god. Okay. Phelan's gonna like look around and kind of like plate it, make it look nice.
And
if that's possible.
yeah,
And
there's
then-
plates on the table. You have plates right there.
Yeah. So she wants to like plate it and then kind of offer it to the oil person.
The ghost.
I couldn't remember if they were female or male, so I was just
the
like
oil.
that.
It's the sex of it is female.
Gotcha. For some reason I thought it was an oil boy.
Right. So, let's do a DC 10 performance check. Beautiful. So yeah, no issues, and the ghost looks over at this immaculate churro scone, and it reaches over and it picks it up, and you see it attempt to eat it. And as you do, you all hear and see this light. And as the scone is bitten in half, somehow this ghost crosses over, and the scone begins to fall to the ground, the half of the scone.
No.
I'll catch it.
All right, give me a dex check. Athletics. Or acrobatics, I mean. Whatever. Either whatever you want. Anything you want. Flavor it how you want. One of those.
Like this natural one that flings me into the oil pot.
No!
Natural 20.
He taunted within that one.
Give me the fucking, like, penultimate of the season anime episode description of how Eon catches this scone.
So as I see this just beautiful scene of a ghost laying to rest, taking a bite of this scone, devouring half of it, I realize that this holy scone cannot be wasted. Standing behind Phelan with a roaring fire and an oil pot between us, I will anime parkour over the table, flip over Phelan, land on the ground with a superhero pose, and extend my hand out and catch the scone as it falls into it.
It lands perfectly in your hand.
It's already bitten off. Oh god! Oh, could just make
Isn't
another.
that hot?
Is it good?
It is absolutely delicious.
Holy shit!
It is
David, you need to
probably
sell this.
the best pastry you have ever tasted in your life.
I can just make another. You don't have to eat the half-eaten one. It's gonna get
Doesn't
like
matter. Try it.
ghost saliva. No.
Try it.
No.
Try it.
No.
Try it. Try it.
I feel like
Goodbye.
this is not gonna end, so I take a bite.
Yeah, it is like you're angry at yourself for trying to refuse to eat this.
Okay.
That's how good it is.
Is there any left?
Oh, yeah, there's still a few bites on here.
I have more scope. They want me to take a couple more.
Okay, you guys have ever the awareness that there are at least 3 creatures in the other room.
That was so
We're all just
cool.
sitting
dude.
here like obsessing over this scone.
Anyone who tastes a piece of this particular scone, it's like actually the most delicious that you've had. Does everyone try it?
Yes.
I do, yeah.
Okay. You all gain 1 temporary hit point.
So stupid. I love it.
All right. What are we doing next?
Phelan's just gonna go. Okay. If this is the rest of the cooks and Tiny, I don't know anything about them besides a little bit about Madeline and a little bit about Tiny. Like I already shared, Tiny cannot be affected by magic, and he had, I don't know, he had a lot of mystery about him I wasn't quite able to figure out. And the thing is, though, I don't know if they're like dead or anything, because like we knew they were dead on that side, but they were alive on that side, so I don't know how this works.
Last I checked, an entire prison fell on them, so I think they're dead on that side too.
I'm so distraught.
I guess I'll just say for the record, like as the tower was like falling direct, like it wasn't like Leaning Tower of Pisa, like it was imploding downward.
They're all dead, I think.
Well, I hope not. I really liked Tiny, but yeah, I'm just saying I don't know any other things about what we're facing, but I hope we can reason before murder.
Can they be reasoned with? Are they on the same page as a ghost where they can be put to rest? Or are these just slaughter, kill?
Yeah, as far as you know, these aren't.
Sorry, read my notes.
Yeah. From what, like, these are ghasts. They are not ghosts. There's nothing about laying them to rest. It's just laying them to waste.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What?
Never mind.
Sounds like it's time to fuck shit up.
Okay.
What do you think? All right. I'll jiggle the door, see if it's locked.
Indeed, it is. Give me that check if you're trying to pick it. Perfect, right on the nose. It unlocks. Atreya's 10-minute thing has 3 minutes left.
It's enough for
Okay.
combat.
Let's do it. And I will pop the door open.
All right.
Does my stealth check still carry over?
Your stealth check
Would
is
you like me to make another
your
one?
stealth check is still intact.
Okay.
You are sneaky. When you open the door, you open it very quietly, and you can see. Once you open the door, you see what you see.
How tall is the counter, and how tall is the guy on the right? Like, can we see him over the counter?
So he's on all fours, so you probably see like the icy back of like his like mane.
Okay.
Okay. Jan will kind of like sneak in, or well, first I'll turn around and be like, I'm gonna go first and get into a position. Saris, if you can see anything from in here without making any noise, perhaps you could take a shot with your bow first. And does anybody else have like ranged spells or?
I mean, you would all remember
Weaponry?
Atreya ripping through buildings that are collapsing on you with her eldritch blasts.
Oh right, yeah, Atreya, perhaps. You see that one over there? Maybe you can hit that one with an eldritch blast. I'm gonna try and get a little bit more over here without being seen, and hit this boy. Saris, perhaps maybe we can focus down this boy. Here.
Okay.
And then Phelan, I'm sorry, I'm not totally in tune with everybody's abilities yet. Can you do things from a distance?
Yeah. I'm better up close, but yeah, I mostly thought about things to protect everyone from this stuff, so I would probably be better up close.
Okay, so just tentative plan. I sneak in, get in a position, and then we all fire off our shots, and then you three rush into the room and save my ass. Sound good? Okay, perfect. I'll sneak right over to this. Like, I'll combat roll into the, like, kind of into the bar, and then just like
Sure.
stealthily move my way over.
You sure?
When did Eon get so cool?
Yeah, did it look cool? Or
Do I have to roll to make sure it looked cool?
No, it looked cool.
Hell yeah.
I guess in a sense you guys would all feel like this is definitely not his first time doing something.
combat
like
rules?
this. Yeah, literally.
First we have
Just, like,
tombstones,
sneaking
and now
around.
we're enjoying combat rolls.
Ah!
Hey.
You should give yourself some applause for that one.
Okay.
Rob gets inspiration.
No, he doesn't.
Not
Oh,
Rob's creatures, just Rob, just Rob.
that actually does remind me, if Phelan and Eon, if you guys don't have inspiration right now, you totally have it.
I have inspiration.
I do have inspiration.
I actually think you gave me double inspiration at one point.
Yeah,
I used one,
he
I used
allowed
one.
you to stack it.
Yeah,
but
I allowed you to stack that one, but I won't do that anymore.
Okay. And then Jan will stand up and he will cast Guiding Bolt at this guy right here.
And I also want to, I don't know how we're handling this, but I want to, when he does that, I want to shoot my 2 shots too.
Okay.
Oh yeah, do we get like a surprise round?
Well, it's
Or-
not a surprise round, but combat hasn't started yet. Essentially, I'll allow you guys both to act at the same time if you want. And you just make attack rolls, and then we'll roll for initiative.
Would Atreya get her shot off as well? on this boyo.
Eon wants me to hit this. Like, can I, like, cast through the door?
Door's open. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
but-
it's a straight line.
It's a straight line.
Okay, I'm gonna cast my Eldritch Blast then.
Okay.
To this guy.
Everyone roll your attacks.
Okay, I'm going to I declare this guy as my target, so I get the extra thing for my bow.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to use my inspiration to give myself advantage.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm not gonna make an attack because that doorway is
Sure.
probably covered by Casaris.
Nice. Nice.
Damn.
And
Casaris, I'm pretty sure there's a thing about if I hit this thing first with Guiding Bolt, I think you get an advantage on your attacks.
I figured that will probably apply after the fact to whatever hits it next.
It'll be next. Yeah, all
Okay.
three of these are at the same moment. You guys have you've coordinated it.
Now, would this count as taking the attack action? Because I can attack twice with my attack action.
I'm giving you one. I'm giving you all this one action. So if
so I do get to
whatever
attack
you
twice.
can do in the action, sure. If you want to fire off two of these.
Okay, so the second one will just be normal. Should I give myself advantage on this one for the guiding bolt?
Everything is occurring in the same
Okay,
moment,
okay.
so no, not yet. Okay. So, and let me just double check real quick here. Everybody hits.
Even the 13?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me just check HPs here. Okay, Rob has to write stuff down. Also, I gotta close my blinds because I can't see. And let me pull up the turn order. You guys can roll for initiative. I'll do all these calculations, but I want us to all take a quick pee break because I have to. Let me pull up the turn order.
Also, all my piercing damage is magical.
Got it. Yeah, so go ahead and roll your initiatives. Make sure you click your token before you do it.
Hey.
And then everybody go take a pee break. I will be right back. And chat, I'll be right back.
Hey.
And now I'm about to mute you guys to the chat.
You in the car, Grandma?
Huh?
They left you in the car?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are coming on back. I'm just doing some damage subtractions here. So 15.
Yeah, and I don't know what their resistances or vulnerabilities are.
Okay.
The music is off, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard it
Oh,
just
okay.
end. The music is about to change anyway.
Gotcha.
All right, here we go. And perfect. Okay. So...
Damn, Eon's gonna have to be the one to get the advantage from his own guiding bolt because it ends after his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Guiding bolt.
Secondary.
If you weren't guided enough, here's another one.
Okay, cool. This. All right. You guys ready for the battle music? Here we go. It's going to be really loud at first because I didn't lower it yet. Boom.
I thought it was the Goosebumps theme for a second.
There's something strange in the neighborhood.
It's an encounter of the spooky kind. This is the extreme undead battle theme. Here we go. The battle has begun. These arrows shoot off and hit the winter gas. Boom, boom, simultaneously as it's getting hit by a guiding bolt. And again, at the same time, Atreya sends an Eldritch Blast. Was it just one or two?
It's just one. Oh wait, I do have two. Oh, I've completely forgot that. I
Okay,
have
give me it
two
again. Give me it
beads.
again. I'll tell you if it hits.
Two.
I added your charisma to your Eldritch Blasts too.
Thank you. I keep adding it and it keeps disappearing for some reason.
Well, that's max damage.
That sure is.
Hell
So
yeah.
yes, you do hit it for an additional 14 as two Eldritch Blasts for the first time in a long time of extreme precision, hitting nothing else that's in the way because she wasn't paying attention. Boom!
It was on
Boom!
purpose. I had to do a cool thing.
Hit that
I like
gas
the step.
for a total of 21 damage. So, the winter gas looks hurt. The gas that Atreya hit looks really hurt. Oh my god, I just realized I also included the thing where I don't have to do this on this paper. I can do it on the bars. Here we go. Do you guys see the bars?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Health bars.
Sick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cool.
That's sick, right?
Uh-huh.
I have to activate this per monster.
Oh.
Wonderful. Okay. Now I don't.
Wait, why are two gas damaged?
Wait, why are two
Yeah, the
gas?
bottom one is damaged as well.
Why is it? Oh, that's odd. Why it's applying it to all of them? I don't know how to fix that.
I cast healing on the bottom too.
Okay, I guess on this one we're gonna hide the green bar, and we're gonna do this other bar. There'll be a red one for this one. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And okay, so there should be just a blue bar above the other one. Oh, and I automatically, I'm an idiot. I'm an automatic idiot. Okay.
The other one went back up to full.
Wow, I don't know how to make it different. Because it's different on my screen. Oh, I know how to make it different because I did a dumb thing here. Oh, it changes it for the token. Fuck. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna worry about that in a minute because I have it on paper. I'll do this while you guys are taking your turns because I got to take the winter gas turn. So the winter gas getting hit by a guiding bolt, it'll move and it will attempt to leap the counter. So I'm gonna have it make a check for that. It successfully leaps the counter and it bounds over towards Eon. And it will swing its claws at Eon. Does a 13 hit?
It does. It's my armor class.
All right. So Eon will
You'll get a
take.
+1 to your armor class.
Oh,
Never mind, it does not.
okay.
Oh yeah, because of that spell.
Okay, it doesn't.
Hell yeah.
So it swipes. Eon deftly dodges it. And okay, this time it's a 20. So on the oh, it was lagging. On the second swing, it claws at you, and when it claws at you, you will take 8 slashing. And then I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
Is he within 10 feet of Phelan? He's
Uh,
kind of like on the cusp.
we'll say yes. We'll say yes for right now.
You also already get +1 to saving throws.
Okay, so he has +4 to whatever he rolls here. Okay, well.
Well, he's fine.
Never mind.
Everybody's like, here, have my copper, have my copper. I'm made of gold, bitch. All right. So perfect save, success. Nothing else happens to Eon.
Wait, so to clarify, is the damage he takes in half and I take half and he takes half, or we just both take the same?
Oh, that's right. So the 6 was before it was halved. So he'll take 3 and you'll take 3.
Gotcha.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Got you.
So do I just up 3 from what I already took away?
Yes. Give yourself 3 HP back.
Okay.
And it is Eon's turn.
Okay.
As
So
I try to figure out these tokens.
after taking a claw, I'll kind of pull back a little bit, and you guys will all, anybody that can see Eon, which might not be anybody actually, you will see his mask is already pulled up, but it'll glow, and his tail will glow very brightly, almost blindingly so. And when it fades away, what you see is a tail reminiscent of a scorpion's tail. And I'm gonna cast Sting of the Scorpion Goddess.
And you have an advantage. Yeah, because your guiding bolt was the 17, the attack roll. I think it just hits anyway, but
Yeah, it probably does anyway.
you could
Oh,
do
yeah.
a natural 20 check.
You could
and roll
potentially
again.
crit if you want to hit it again.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so it'll be the 17.
That it
Maybe
will.
the 17. So, yeah, if it can succeed on a DC 14 con save, it takes half of the poison damage. But I guess we'll see how that shakes up.
DC 14 Constitution saving throw. Okay. And DC 14?
Mhm.
And is there anything giving an advantage or disadvantage here from you guys on these?
I don't think so.
Resistance to all damage, if that helps.
Okay.
For me,
So it succeeds on its saving throw, so it takes half of which damage?
The poison.
poison.
So half of 15.
Okay, so that would be 7 plus 4 is 11. 11, so it'll take 11. Cool.
What's my action to cast that? Oh god, do I have any bonus action spells? I don't think I do. Not really. Unless, you know what? Actually, I will use my bonus action to. We're gonna pop this guy. Right. Oh shit. Alex, do you know the range on which I can cast my spiritual weapon? Summon it.
I don't think you can cast that because you cast a spell for your action.
I can summon it as a bonus action, can I?
Yeah, but if you use a spell as a bonus action, you can only use a cantrip as an action. So since you already used a spell as an action, you can't use a leveled spell as your bonus action.
Only cantrips can be bonus action. Yeah.
All right. I dragged the mace too late. I'm just gonna let it sit there for now until I drag it out.
Oh, the spiritual weapon mace.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just kind of chilling on the map, but it's not.
Okay, it's not really there. Got it. Perfect. Okay.
In that case, I can't do shit.
All right. Atreya.
Okay. Let me just check. Uses an action, right? Oh, okay. I learned something new today. Wait, okay. So just for confirmation, I can use a bonus action spell and then a cantrip after?
Yes, cantrip as an action.
Okay, so I cast Hex on. I use my bonus action to cast Hex on. Oh shit! Aurora, this guy.
Okay. It is hexed. Ping it for me.
So that gives me an additional 1d6 necrotic.
Perfect.
And then I cast the 2 beams of Eldritch Blast on him as well.
You got it. Give me those rolls.
Second beam. Oh, holy shit! And then.
Ooh. Oh.
Okay, well.
Okay, I still have my d6. And the d6.
Cool.
3,
So the first one, yeah, the first one definitely hits. Dealing 14 to it.
It does 11 force and 3 necrotic. I don't know if the necrotic is an important.
Yeah.
True.
thing.
True. So it actually will only do 12.
Oh, so it's resistance to necrotic.
Okay, yeah, you fire those Eldritch Blasts off. One of them just kind of wildly misses. It singes part of the ceiling. Anything else for Atreya?
No.
Sars.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my great sword after putting my bow away after that attack.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run up and hit this guy.
You got it.
Yeah. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Okay, so I deal 14 slashing.
Okay.
And is it still up?
Yep.
Okay, my second attack will also be on it. Also, I used Wind's Harness. We haven't done this in like 18 sessions, so does something happen to it?
Yes. You can will it to move the 15 in a
How high
direction
is
you
the
want.
ceiling?
Ceiling's probably like 10 feet high.
I don't want it to hit the ceiling. So I'm gonna move it, I guess, like over here. Like semi.
So you want it to like do an
slanted.
arc so that it's like counts for the 15?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It does that. It didn't seem to like hurt it.
Okay, and then I will move again and attack it with my second attack.
You got it.
Yikes.
And somehow it dodges. I'm wondering. No, I think I'll just leave it there. That'll be my turn. Cool. All right, so this is this guy, and he is gonna run up to Casaris, and he's gonna take a swing at Casaris. 19.
That'll hit.
Okay. So you will take 10 slashing. And I need you to make me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Okay. All right, so you succeed, and you feel this sort of strange sensation in the wound, but you notice that your body wills to ignore it. And it is failing.
Okay. If she comes here and leaves, that'd be an attack of, or they'd have an attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah, if you enter its reach and leave, it would be available for an attack. Now, if you enter its reach and take the disengage action, you can continue moving, but that'll be your action.
No, she's actually just gonna walk past and ignore it and give it that attack of opportunity.
Sure. So it will take that attack.
Where are you going?
I'm going to the left. I'm going to one of the other ones because you guys seem to have that handled. So I'm going. Let's see.
Okay.
Are you trying to help me with something, Alex?
I have Sentinel. It says when a creature makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack against that creature.
Yes.
When would that attack happen? Would it happen after it makes the attack?
Yes.
Okay, so make your attack, and
So
then I'm going to attack it.
Yeah, it has to actually make the attack. Yeah, but the thing about it is, if it misses, then you just still you get that a little bit bonus. All right.
Even if it misses or hits, I hit it.
Mm-hmm. You get to attack it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so it's gonna make that opportunity attack on you, and it is going to try to bite you. Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
All right, so you are going to this is without having or doing any other crazy shit you got to do.
Yep.
And don't forget whatever stuff you get from the inspired champion thing. It is 12 piercing and 9 cold, and then I need you to make a DC 13 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. And when I was there, I would have been within 10 feet, so I get advantage. You said
Constitution saving, yes. All right, that's good. All right, you feel this cold try to take hold of you, but you're able to resist, and you wind up where you wind up, and that's just your movement. But in the meantime, before you get to take your action, he gets his reaction. If you'd like to make an attack on it.
22 to hit.
Yes, it hits, and it dies. How would you like that to happen?
Sorry. Can we pause for a second?
Yes.
I was wrong. It's not a at advantage. It's actually just a +3. So it'd be only a 7 for my con save.
Okay. In that case,
Sorry, I did read it wrong.
Can you just make sure?
So I'd be back here still.
Cool. Yeah, it doesn't. You can still finish your movement.
Okay.
But instead of resisting it, you feel that cold creep into your veins.
Now, that immune to disease thing that paladins have, is it relevant here?
It is not.
Okay.
I don't even see that.
Side note, I know I said I had no bonus action, but if you're okay with it, Rob, I would like to actually use my invested champion thingy to give her bonus advantage on her next attack.
Oh yeah, to keep that up? Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. Okay.
Okay, are we coming back to my attack?
Now your attack.
Sorry.
This will kill it, so how would you like that to look?
As it bites out at Phelan and its fangs find purchase on her arm, Casares will just swing his sword suddenly and behead the creature.
All right.
So even before its mouth fully releases from biting her arm, I've beheaded it, and then the head falls to the ground off.
It's like,
her
do I just
arm.
take a head with me as I keep going on? Like nothing happened.
You get to where you're trying to go and just like, why does my arm hurt? Oh fuck!
I would actually say yes if you do it like that. I actually don't think the head would fall off. The head will stay on you, and it will
my God.
you can bring it with you, or when you stop moving, it will fall off where you're from
Yeah,
where
it
you
definitely
are.
shakes it off.
Okay.
All right, so
And now that I've killed something, don't I?
you get to do the 15-foot gust.
Okay, I want to end up on the opposite side of this ghast.
Absolutely. So you guys see this like crazy like gust of wind come through, and Kasaris like almost looks like he vaporizes inside of it, and he like does this torpedo twist, and he appears on the other side of the gas. Okay, now we're still in the midst of Phelan's turn. You have your movement is complete, so you've got bonus action and
What happened
action.
during that?
Bonus action? Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you have
Doug
those
said
two
he used
things.
it.
Yeah, you haven't
Yeah.
used your bonus action yet.
So okay. So I think this is as far as I can make it without. So she's gonna actually cast retreat on herself so that she can get wherever she wants, basically.
Okay.
Oops. Not
Bonus
that.
action
I did not
retreat.
make water.
And
then water.
the entire room turns to water. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, that makes it so I can get.
So
I
you
believe
can
it's
dash as a
double.
bonus action on your subsequent turns. And this is concentration. Have you done any concentration?
Shit. Yes, that means the one on Atreya would drop then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Protection
Yeah.
drop.
I'm still gonna do that.
Okay. So
So it's gonna anyway.
Atreya, you'll feel that power wash away from you.
I should get here.
So you're using your action for the spell.
I have
bonus
two
action.
actions. Yeah. Well, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. So I
it
use
could
my
be a
bonus
bonus,
action, and then I still have two actions.
but okay.
And yeah, she's just gonna swing her sword at him.
You got it. Swing away.
And
Your dagger.
yes, because my sword is not here, I'm going to stab with my dagger. And so, okay, because of what Eon gave me, my attacks are considered magical, and I have let's see, no, this one didn't do it. Yeah, I have advantage on my first attack, right? Where is my dagger? Fuck. Wait, I don't see it. What the?
Do you not have dagger on your sheet?
Apparently not. I thought I used it before.
So did I. Let me load it up for
I
you.
can add it.
I lost my
Unless
dagger.
it's a special dagger, then I don't know.
No, it's just a dagger as far as I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
almost
It's not
it.
there. Yeah, it's just a regular dagger if you want to drag it on, Alex.
Okay, I dragged the
jeez.
dagger on.
I
How
have a
did,
dagger.
how
Okay.
did three of them just show up? Sure.
It's lag. It's lag. All right, you're good.
Okay.
Attack.
Thank you.
Attack
So
with
the
that.
First one's advantage.
Wonderful. That hits. 5 piercing.
And then one more dagger.
That also hits.
Oh.
So 10. Oh, that's the wrong. I wrote a 10 instead of subtracting 10.
They gain 10 HP. Oh,
How did this heal him?
Okay, here you go.
And
And
that's everything.
right. Okay. Nice.
If you wanted to, you could put a divine smite on one of those too.
I don't have that prepared.
That's not a prepared spell. That's just a thing that you have.
Oh my god, you're right.
When you hit an attack, you can use a spell slot to do
I
a
just
divine
wanted
smite.
those-
Yeah.
It's yeah, fuck it, why not?
And you could do it on both if you wanted to.
So it's 2d8. No, I'm just gonna do it for one.
Okay.
An extra 8.
And that's radiant damage.
Cool.
Yes. Oh, it increases by 1d8 if the target is an undead.
Give me one more.
Oh.
Hell
well,
Aw.
I just said. She's like, oh yeah, it's undead. All right, so that
Okay,
is
that is it.
9. Cool. All right. Efficiency. Now it is the turn of that very ghast. So it is going to swipe its claw. It's a 15 hit.
No.
Very well. You definitely dodge it, or it clanks off your armor, whichever you like. And that is it. And we are back around to the winter gas, which is dead, and I didn't mark it. Let me do this, and this, and this, and this. Cool. All right, it is Eon's turn.
All right, who is dead and who is not? These two ghouly boys?
Yep, only the most dangerous one is dead. Well done.
We faked. Okay. I will... I'm gonna use my bonus action for Invested Champion.
Of course.
As a precursor.
All right.
And then, I really want to use that right now. So, you know what? I'm just gonna use a cantrip here. And we're gonna do Sacred Flame.
Sure. So they have to
And we're
make...
gonna do on this guy.
Which one? The close one or the far one?
Close one.
All right. So it has to make a dex save, and if it succeeds, does it take half or take none?
Or take...
Okay, if it
just
succeeds,
says-
yeah, if it succeeds, it takes none. Okay.
Yeah.
It succeeds.
Damn.
So you see this flame of radiant energy fly out of Eon, and the gas just kind of stands there as it like washes over it and has no effect.
And then I will move... And end my turn.
All right, Atreya.
Okay, so this guy is dead. And
The guy that's a straight shot from the door is very alive, with Casares behind him.
yeah,
Well, not very alive, but they're both the gas are looking pretty hurt, but not on clinging to life.
okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to. Ooh. I'm gonna use my bonus action to move the hex to this guy.
You got it?
What's a good ability check to have them disadvantage on?
They're gonna be dead in 2 seconds, so it's just ability checks. They're not gonna really make any ability checks, but you could do like, I don't know, dex or something.
Okay. Well, can I like cast, like do like bolts of the Eldritch Blast like occur at the same time?
I mean, they yeah, pretty much, yeah, but they don't have to target the same target.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking. Hold on, let me.
Well, I guess before I have been doing it consecutive, so yeah, they are not independent. One happens before the other, so if like the first one hits and kills the thing, the other you can aim the other at the other.
I can use the other.
Yeah, because
Okay,
that's the way I've been.
so
That's the way I've been
I'll-
doing it. I don't
oops.
know if that's right.
Okay, I'm gonna cast the first Eldritch Blast beam at this guy.
Cool. Are you moving?
No, I accidentally moved my token. I put it back.
All right, so you're standing right there.
You know, I'm gonna move like just straight to the doorway.
Okay. And then what?
I'm gonna cast my Eldritch Blast Does a 26 hit?
Yes, it very much hits.
And that's 11 damage, additional d6. So that would be 13.
15?
15. Hiya. 11
no,
plus
that's
4.
Necrotic.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's necrotic.
I was like, that's
And you
not
have
what those
resistance.
numbers
I should
add
add
to.
a damage modifier to your sheet so you could just check it off when you have Hex going.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. It looks very hurt.
Oof.
Why are you still alive? Okay, I'm gonna use a sec. I'm just gonna use a second beam on him too.
Okay.
Actually, since
Well, you have to decide where the second beam is going.
yeah.
You have to do that first.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna cast the second beam at the one close to Phelan.
Okay.
Can I fire a straight shot at it?
Well, so while I'm allowing separate rolls for the beams, I'm not allowing
I can't
movement
move
between the beams.
in between. So can I hit it from here or no?
Yeah, you could hit it.
Damage some property doing this. Okay, I'm gonna fuse my second on that guy. It's a 17 hit.
Sure does.
And that's 10 damage to them.
All right, so this Eldritch Blast, it kind of rips through the frame of the door,
I would.
just very slightly singeing the edges of it, and cleanly hits otherwise the other guy Phelan sees right in front of her as that happens. You guys hear, though, the very loud ripping and tearing of wood of the door frame. Anything else for Atreya?
That's the end of my turn.
Okay. So Casaris, it's your turn, but I need you to make me a DC 10 Constitution saving throw. Okay. This ghast is stinky as fuck,
Oh.
but you're
Okay,
good.
well, I'm gonna hit him.
Do it.
No, I won't.
Oh shit! I misread it. Yeah, you don't. It just kind of similar to what you've seen in your past. Just kind of at you.
All right, second attack.
So I will say though that you did miss a hit. And let me just double check because I don't want to forget all the aspects. You were swinging with the wind's harness, right?
Yeah, but I don't think I ever did anything.
Wait, do you have the properties of it written somewhere?
I'll just send it in the chat.
Oh yeah, you do.
It's like after dealing damage. Oh, and fail to hit.
There's a thing at the end. Roll me a percentile. All right, you're good. Continue with as you were.
Okay, so the second attack was a 16 with 12 damage.
All right, how does it look when it dies?
Just cleaved down the middle.
This thing falls in two places.
Yeah, and I think I'll run over here.
And those stairs go up.
Yeah, I'll just run here and I'll end my turn.
You got it. Phelan.
Okay, I dagger him.
All right, dagger him.
And I I have advantage on the first throw, and they're considered magical.
Yep. All right, you hit.
4. And then one more. Oh, I clicked the wrong one.
Cool. This will end it. How does it look when you do it?
Phelan's not looking too good herself, so she's kind of just like absolutely like swinging and just like going out as much as she can.
All right, she slices. She
Just
slices
like
and
prison
dices
shake
it, and
style,
it
just-
yeah, and it falls over dead. So with that, you guys are out of combat. However, from upstairs, shortly after the creak of the broken wood door frame, you hear and that's where we'll end for today.
Oh shit!
There's 3 upstairs.
They all sounded like they came from the exact same spot.
Huh.
It's
Damn.
1. I just push a button 3 times. Relax. Not everything is a clue.
Yes, it is. You cannot tell the other way. Is that a clue?
It's not. It's fucking. That's so different.
Yep, for sure.
It just, unfortunately, the button makes it sound like it got cut off, but it was basically like a
Oh, okay.
Well
Heard
done.
these sounds in a brothel before. I know what this is.
Right, so we will end it there today. Well done, everybody. So you have successfully set a ghost to rest and killed 3 ghasts of 2 different types. And Phelan's
Cook the deep
feeling
fry.
Phelan's feeling cold.
Guys, don't worry about it.
So keep that in mind for the next time. And I think that's about it. So everyone go enjoy your delicious tomb scones, and we will see you next week for my party. If you have the time, I'd love to have just a brief, debrief afterwards. But otherwise, say bye to chat.
Bye, Jack. Bye.
All right, guys.
Hey, look at me, Ma.
That is it. Oh, hi, Ella. I see you, you dummy.
Hey, look at me, Ma.
And Alex, hi. I see you, you dummy. All right. Let me see if there's anybody that I would like to send y'all to today. I think we'll just call it for today. So thank you everybody for hanging out. Remember guys, at the end of the day, the only person guaranteed to be there for you is you. So please take care of yourselves first and foremost. Check it on your friends that do so often, both in bad times and in good. You never know when somebody needs a little praise or a shoulder to cry on. And of course, I try my best to live my life by 3 cardinal rules. Cardinal rule number 1, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. Cardinal rule number 2, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And cardinal rule number 3, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing. Thank you all for hanging out. It was a grand session, and it was nice to complete a bunch of the things that I wanted to, and I'm getting a better idea of how quick my amazing party is deciding things, and I'll tell them personally afterwards, but in the stream, kudos to the party for sort of being able to plan appropriately. That was really cool, and get ready for your turns. That definitely made everything feel smoother. So otherwise, you all have an amazing and magnificent evening, and we will see you again possibly tomorrow. If not, I wager I will see you next on Socks stream for D&D on Monday. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Bye.